Hello. I know it's been. Wait, I think I'm delayed. All right. Okay, we should be good now. All right, sorry about that. So, hello. I know it's been a little while. You're probably like, where have you been? Why haven't you been streaming on YouTube? How are you since your last video? Like, everything okay? And those are some great questions, and I'm glad you have them. But your boy has been all right. Um, as okay as I can be, if that makes sense. Like, I haven't been doing much, but I haven't been not doing much, if that makes sense. So, since that time you were really upset and could almost not hold it together, yeah, it's been a while. Shout outs to everybody in the chat, by the way. I forgot to do that. I was supposed to do that ASAP, but I didn't. But shout outs to Ben, shout outs to Aiden, shout outs to Mr. Meme Official, and shout outs to Battle Sheep, aka Blue Sheep. But yeah, running on autopilot. Yeah, in a way, I've been running on autopilot. Just kind of like surviving, if that makes sense. When stuff happened and I was like really upset, I got like a full-time job, and I was going through the motions of like just not being me, and I'm still in the process of trying to do that too. So like I'm trying to figure out who I am, or who I was before, because that's hard as well, because after a few years of having a new normal, you become a different person. So like trying to find who that person is kind of difficult. Like I'm like a simple guy, but at the same time I never knew how complex being simple is, if that makes sense. It doesn't, but I'm trying to make sense of it. But yeah, I haven't been really streaming on here, but I've been trying to at least keep like a normal of being in front of the camera and stuff like that. So I've been on like Kick, just actually Kick. I was gonna say I've been on YouTube and Instagram, but I haven't even been on like those platforms. So like even like my personal account on like Instagram, I'm scared to like scroll through, seeing like people's lives. You know, there's some people that like I haven't seen in like years that are like having children and stuff like that now, and it's like crazy because it's like I'm not comparing my life, like I am comparing my life to theirs, but at the same time I'm just like, dang, I I wonder when I'm gonna get to have moments like that, like in my life. Like when am I going to be where I want to be in life? Like it's a constant struggle, like talking or just looking at myself in the mirror sometimes, because I'm like constantly like not happy, but like not miserable like I once was. So, I'm really trying to just like piece things together. Like imagine completing or not completing a puzzle, but being like really, I want to say like 75% done with the puzzle, and then after that like somebody just comes and is like whoosh, all right, now you got to start over, and you're just like, okay, I don't even remember how long it took me to start the puzzle. So like now I got to redo everything that I've done prior, and try and get to where I was, and then maybe get closer to completing the puzzle. Like that's how it feels right now, if I'm going to be honest. We miss you. Bubba was a god. Imagine. I can't. Bubba out here containing multitude. Yeah. You still a goat for real? I appreciate, like, no joke, like all the support I've been getting like from like the videos and like the shorts, and like people asking like when I'm gonna come back. I was like, oh yeah, I'll come back soon. But then when I was thinking about it, I was like, I have nothing to offer. Like I'm playing, the only game I've really been like hyped for and like actually excited to play like recently has been like Lethal Company, and that's because I'm not alone when I play with it. Like when I play Lethal Company, I'm like with Austin and I'm like with Pigeon, and it was fun. I mean, it still is fun. But the thing is, I feel like I personally have been relying on them too much. I say relying because it's like when we're not streaming or like when we're not hanging out, I'm like looking for some sort of purpose, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm constantly looking for a purpose, but I never used to do that, if that makes sense as well, cuz like I'm always trying to make music. I'm trying to like, be creative, and I still do those things, but at the same time it's just like I get annoyed with myself because I feel like I'm not capable of doing something and I can't control like how I feel, if that makes sense. Cuz I don't even know how I feel. So just got to be whatever version of you exists in front of you. Staying present is important. That's true. That's true. I'm glad you were focusing on life though. I'm trying to just figure out, what's going on. Star says, "Yo, what's good?" My favorite phrase I'll ever heard is training never ends. You'll never reach a stage of perfection in a world so full of chaos. That is true. That's a true statement. Yo, thank you, Ben, for the $2 super chat. Thank you, man. Really appreciate it. I wasn't expecting to get any super chats or anything like that today. I just thought we were gonna have like a little talk and then maybe, play some whatever you guys are feeling. Because again, like I said, I haven't been feeling anything like game wise because I'm not saying I'm bored. It's just like some games are just lackluster. Like what game is there really to be excited about like right now? Like I could go back and play old games, but like even then, I'm just like I don't know. It's just a constant battle with myself these days. That's all it is, really. I'm trying to do better though. Like I really am. It's just sometimes it doesn't work. Sometimes I'll wake up and I'll feel like I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest. I'm like, yeah, it's a great day to be alive. And then the next day I'm just like, dang, bro, this is terrible. Like, why am I here? Like, I'm just like, why am I here? I wrote down something like a while ago that like really stuck with me, like just from like the last video, but it's just one sentence, and I was supposed to come up with like a whole bunch of points for like a speech and stuff like that reflecting on 2023, because again, last stream of the year, but I only wrote down one thing for that part. But the one sentence that I wrote down from last video was, I cry one less tear every day. And that's a true statement because I do. Sometimes I'll cry more than the previous day, but it's not the same amount I was feeling, you know? Like it's never the same amount. And it's not, I think it's because I'm becoming numb, but at the same time I feel it's like I keep and then like Instagram is the worst when it comes to this because like I keep seeing like videos that are like so relatable. They're like, you gotta do this or you gotta like you're feeling this way because of this. I'm like, dang, bro, like this For You page is kind of crazy, and I'm not even on like TikTok because I haven't been on TikTok for like a year and some change. But I'm just like the motivation that they're giving me is like it's not even like motivation. Sometimes it's just like dark. It's like you you feel this way, maybe you should turn your emotions off. Maybe you should, just stop caring, or like you'll never feel this way again, like do better. And I'm just like I'm trying to, but then people tell me all the time, like don't ever change because you're a pure being. And I'm like, I don't even know what that means, but I just try to be me every day. So the fact that I feel pain and I'm trying to do better, it's like, so is it worth it being myself, or should I just be myself but like extremely watered down? Like I'm not saying I wear a mask every day, but at the same time, do I have to start wearing a mask? Do I have to just not show do I not have to wear my heart on my sleeve? Like should I not care as much as I do? Like these are the questions I've been asking for a long time. Like just reflecting on, yeah, even before like everything, I felt that way. I'm told this, that, and the third, and then it's been crazy. The Jackbox always makes me crack up. LOL. Facts. I feel that. It's alright. I had a phase of games not fun. True, Jackbox was fun. And then like getting people together has been hard too. I've been dealing with that, getting people to like actually like wanna do things and whatever. Not like saying, oh yeah, like if I can't organize anything, then nothing's ever gonna happen. That's not the case. It's just like sometimes it's like, should I reach out? Probably not, because like if I reach out like two out of the three times and two out of the three times it doesn't happen, then it's like my chances of like organizing things are like very low. That's how I feel. Maybe you should just gotta do some gaming with me. I'll bestow wisdom and comedy upon you. I feel that maybe for real. Like if we can find like a good game together, Battle Sheep, say less. I'm in there. Entering the arena, Vimo. Crowd goes wild. Welcome, welcome. Ben says W. Battle Sheep says soon. I'll never cry ever again. See, but that's the thing. That's also what I was talking about. Like I cry, sometimes, and I'm just like, oh dang, I'm feeling this, but like maybe I should stop, trying to feel that. I don't know. It's an internal battle. Just to let you know, crying is good for you, and my mom cries every day. I'm not okay, so like I'm not laughing at your statement. It's just like I don't know. I pictured that, and you're just like, yeah, bro. Like my mom cries every day, bro, and she says it's great for you. Like I don't know. To me, it's like, dang. Bro, men's motivational content can make you feel bad about yourself. Facts. It does, but I mean, it works. Like that's the harsh part. Sometimes it works. Like it makes you feel things, and then it makes you feel bad. But then, like if you fake it till you make it, then like the odds of you making it are pretty high. Like if it's done before, then it's shown to work for some people, but like I'm not some people. I'm me. Like what works for me? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like that's the thing that I'm like constantly questioning and asking myself. You know, there are days when you feel Tin Man had a point with having no heart, but my quest is to be myself in every instance. True, 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 true. It does feel hard to reach out to your friends a lot because you feel like you're annoying them. Facts. And I feel like I annoy my friends all the time. Like, sometimes I'll like contact Pigeon, I'll contact Austin, I'll even like text some people and like reach out to them, but then like they're also going through their own stuff. So like that's that's been a hard thing because like when they're going through their own stuff, like you want to be there for them, of course, and then I'm always there. Like the thing is, I'm always there when people are in their stuff, like they're in their you know problems and stuff. I'm like, yeah, just text me and I'm there. Like I'm just give me a call, give me a message, I'm there. Like, like reach out. And if I don't reply at first, like keep hitting me, like, say something important. Like tell me, "Hey, I am not good." Like cuz if I'm just thinking, "Oh, like, hey," you just say like whatever, like, "Oh, I had a drink today." Okay, cool. Like glad you had a coffee, moving on. Like that's not like tell me you need help. That's all I'm saying. Like communicate like I'm not saying I'm a bad communicator or whatever. Just tell me when you were in a rut. Like say, "Hey, I don't want to be alone. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. Like I need you." That kind of thing. If you say you need me, I will be there. And I feel like I reach out because I don't want to be alone, and then I tell them, "Hey, like, is it cool if we just chat for like 5 minutes?" That's all I'm asking. I only ask like, "Hey, are you cool to talk? Are you cool to do this?" And then they're like, "No." I'm like, "Okay, cool." So then I go look for somebody else, or I'm like, "Hey, are you free? If not, then it's cool." That's all I say. Sometimes it doesn't always work, and you're just alone and in your own thoughts, and that's fine. It's not. It's not fine. It is, but it's not. Not for me at least, cuz I'm not good. I'm not good, but I try to be, fake it till I make it. I'm here. I'm here. That's the cool part. I said I was going to do this today and I did it, you know, before the end of the year, and we're here. That's cool, you know. Do you ever hug? All the time. I try to like hug people as a greeting, and I hug people as like when I'm leaving, because like you never know when the next time you'll see them. You can ask Pigeon, Austin. You can ask like my family. You can ask like anybody that like actually knows me, like and met me. Like I try to hug people when I see them, and I try to hug people when I leave them. You know, like gotta give a friend a chance to be friends. Exactly. Bumbo in his experimental phase. Sometimes you're bringing stuff up gives a good distraction from my stuff. True. Super worth. Yeah. All beautifully said. I try to see the beauty in all sorts of human emotions with my mentality, not unlike how rainbows always follow rain. Highs and lows are all part of the crazy waltz of life. That's true. I'm grateful for the high points, but I'm also grateful for the low points. But sometimes your low points are just like you're trying to climb, and then your legs are tired, and then you keep pushing, and then like next thing you know you fall. It just seems like that sometimes, but other than that, but shout outs to Char for being here. Really appreciate you guys. Yeah, Nat's here as well. Right, I ain't going to the gym for a while because it's gonna be filled with the New Year's New Me people. LOL. I feel that, but like sometimes you gotta tell people day one or day. Like what is it? What's the saying? It's like one day, yeah, one day or day one. There it is. There it is. That was the saying. But again, especially in these past few days, like you're like these past few days. What do you mean? Like I'm talking Christmas to now, Christmas to now. Like I know, like this time of year. No, holidays are like the worst time of the year. I say the worst, but like people I'm not saying people show like their true colors, but like, it's just what is it? Like seasonal depression people feel? Like I feel that and I can understand that cuz it's like the weather's changing. Like not a lot of people go outside. Like you try to stay inside and then it's like what is inside? You're not getting enough sunlight, this that and the third. Like I definitely get that. But from Christmas to now, people have been weird. Like I say weird because people show you how much of a priority you are to them, if that makes sense. Like after Christmas, they're like, "Oh, I hope you had a good holiday." Yeah, thank you. Thank you for talking to me, giving me like 2 minutes of your time. But then when you ask for something, you ask for help or you ask for, "Hey, I'm trying to do this. I really need you to do something and help me." They're kind of like, "Oh, okay, I'll get to it." They'll get to it on their own time. And then you're late. Like they're late to getting what you wanted or like what you need. I'm not saying like, "Oh, I need this. You have to deliver it like instantly." But it's like, like if they asked you for something and you did it like right away cuz they needed it and they wanted it, like I like to show people, "Hey, if you ask me for help or if you need something, I don't want you to feel like you have to wait on me." Like, I don't like when people wait on me. I try to just do that thing, make sure I deliver like how they want it. Like, I'm not a people pleaser. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I do try to please people, but it's not like I have to do it or like it's the end of the world. Like, no. Because if I don't get to it, I let them know, "Hey, I'm sorry. I can't get to it because of this, that, and the third." Like, I give them specific reasons, but I try to make up for it. I always do. Like if I can't do it that day, I'll do it the next day. Or like, I'll tell them. I'll be reasonable. That's the thing. Reasonability, if that's a word. But I've noticed whenever I personally ask for something, like me specifically, it doesn't happen. I have to fight. I have to fight for it. And it makes me upset. Like I get angry because I'm not saying the world is like tit for tat, like, "Oh, like because I do this, you should do this." But it just seems, and I know the world's unfair. Like, trust me, I get the world's unfair. I know the world's unfair. You're telling me the world's unfair? Like, I get that. Like, but just because it's shown to be unfair doesn't mean we have to be unfair. Like, hey, we're buddies. I got this drink for you, So if you want to buy me lunch, we could. Like if I buy you lunch, I'm not saying I expect it in return, but like it doesn't hurt to show that, like you appreciate that I've done that thing for you like one time. So like maybe in the next week you buy me lunch, that's all I'm saying. I'm not, again, it doesn't have to be tit for tat or like, it has to be equal or whatever. Like just show me that you actually genuinely care about me. That's all I'm saying. Like as much as I put in effort for you, is it so hard to ask for just a tiny, 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 tiny bit of appreciation? That's what I have been suffering with. And it hasn't been just this, like from Christmas to now. Like, I'm just saying, like, people have shown me specifically in this time, but my whole life. Like, it's been my whole life. Like, I'm trying. Like, I don't like that thing. I don't like that part of the world. I don't like that feeling, that expression. Doesn't it doesn't make sense to me. I don't like feeling certain things too. That doesn't make sense to me too. Like why is it I can go like 5 minutes on a walk and then like I'll be angry and I don't even know what I'm angry about, bro. I'm just angry. And I know that's emotions at the end of the day, but like I'm trying to breathe. Like I left to walk to not feel angry and I still feel angry. Or like I'll I'll come back and I'll sit down and I'm like, okay, cool, like it's not a bad day. It's not the worst thing in the world, like I could be walking to go get some water for like 6 hours a day and then walking back, 6 hours a day just to bring one thing of water and then I have to do the same thing tomorrow. Like it's not that bad, but yet I still find myself feeling miserable. I put it in quotes because it's like, oh, you can't be that sad, but I am. I am, and I can't tell you why. I can't tell you why. That's the harsh reality that we all live in. And people always just ask, does it matter? Does it matter? Sorry, I went on like a huge rant, like a good like 5 minute rant maybe, but like let me read chat, man. Let me read chat. Why hate on people trying to be at the gym? Gotta create that culture. Facts. You gotta be the difference between some of those people reaching their goals. That's true. If you go there and you show them like you've been there for a while, it'll just motivate them sometimes. Some people just need a kick in the right direction. I mean, like the people that go one day then quit, that's true. Literally, I can't wait to start going to the gym, but I have to start eating more. They're having a tough time. Why judge them? You could give them that encouragement. That's true. Very true. I've been feeling really cruddy lately because of the weather. It's hard for me to eat when I'm in a slump. I felt that. I've gone through that. Like I haven't been eating. Like the first month when I was like miserable, I wasn't eating and my whole family's like, "You got to eat." Like I'm not saying like they were like, "Yeah, you got to eat. You got to do this." I'm just like, "Please just give me some time. I will eat when I am ready." Like it's not that I'm not going to eat. It's just that I can't eat. My body literally will not let me as much as I've tried. I tried shoving like food down my throat and it still hasn't been like helpful. Like I just feel sick at the end of the day. Like just give me some time. That's all I ask. And that was an issue. They're having a tough time while judging them. I read that. Winter sucks nowadays, but was goaded as a 7-year-old. Alrighty, alrighty. I feel so bad because I didn't come prepared or prepped to go home. I know you're waiting on my lines. I'm sorry, my guy. All good. I do this because that's who I am. It's all about being myself. That's true. If you buy me lunch next week, hey man, can you get me on lunch? It's all right, Bumbo. Maria says hi. What's good? I feel what you're saying. I've just been working a lot on I give, I do, I love because of me. Yep, I feel that. Like and I can connect with that. I can relate with that. Like just being, not like I want to be the change that I see in this world. Like I've tried so hard to like be me, make people smile. I've done this a long time. Like again, why do you think hold on, sorry. I had to up my chair. But also my camera's out of focus. But why do you think I do this in the first place? Like when I stream, the reason I started streaming and hold on. My camera's out of sync again. There we go. Okay, cool. The reason I started streaming was because I have always liked entertaining people. You know, being like putting being a character, like being somebody different for like 5 seconds, but also like still being like me. Like something inside me is coming out. So like when that happens, and I'm able to put like a smile on people's face, I get that, you know, little piece of enjoyment from seeing that, you know, like, because I know what it's like to not smile, you know, like, so when I see people smile, it makes me genuinely happy, if that makes sense. Like, they say laughter is the best medicine, but I think other people's laughter is the best medicine for me, you know, like seeing people laugh, seeing people smile, making people feel good about themselves, because I would want somebody to do the same for me. So it's not, I'm not like, oh yeah, I have to be the one to put on the cape. You know, I got to be the hero that the world needs. It's not that. It's not like a hero complex. It's just, you know, it's something I find enjoyment in, and it's something I want to continue to do. So I've been doing this like again since I was like, since I knew I enjoyed it, if that makes sense. I can't give you like a specific time. Sometime I probably just like woke up and was like, yeah, I'm gonna make somebody smile today. I don't know. I can't tell you, but that's just how it is. Um, about that video, we're talking through Bumbo's emotions. Yeah, I'm sorry guys if you guys were expecting like pure entertainment and like, you know, oh, we're gonna play some Roblox, we're gonna play this, we're gonna play that. I just wanted to reflect on the year, and then like maybe towards like a good point where I have everything off my mind, like out there, because at the end of the day, I'm this video slash stream. I'm gonna say stream first and then video, because like this will be up on my channel for like hopefully forever. But I just wanted to remind myself that 2023 was a year of experience, just like every year is technically, but this year marks something that hopefully has awoken inside of you. I hope when you look back at this, you see a sign of the times, but hopefully a sign of the times that things are getting better and nothing is going downhill. If you can feel this bad at your lowest point, and this is your lowest point technically right now, hopefully you don't reach a lower point, but only time will tell. And if you can see again this video, or if you can see this point now, know that this was your lowest point. And if you go lower, you can always pick yourself back up, because you've done it before. I don't know how many times you've done it. I don't know how many times you're going to do it, but just know you can do it. That's what I want you to take from this. I want you to hear me. I need you to hear me. I need you to listen. It's hard, I know, but trust. Have faith in yourself. I know that's difficult sometimes, like seriously, but I need you to understand. I need you to understand. You can do it. You can. Don't say you can't, because you can. You can. You're okay. You're okay. Okay, I'm done. Like I'm done with that message. That was for me. But if you took something from it, that's good, cuz I you know, that was for me. But if you took something from that, message received, message delivered, you know, all good, right? All good, right? You have tons of people who listen to you rant. We are here for you. I appreciate that. Max says, have some soup. Some potato soup sounds great right now. Right on, though. Everyone over here being having real problems when I'm over here having issues with school and whining about it. Plus, puts it into perspective. I mean, problems are problem, no matter big or small. Problems are still problems. You know, like as long as you are gaining help or like asking for help and like, you know, trying to do better every day, then, you know, it is what it is. That's how I feel about it. I may not be able to help all that much, but I will try to contribute what I can, even if I'm just lending my ears. If you know, you know. That's pride, because I play that at the beginning of the stream. But yeah, your emotions are valid too. Just because some people are suffering more doesn't mean your pain is invalid. Exactly. That's what I was getting at with walking like 6 hours to go get water and then walking back 6 hours, you know, to deliver the water and drink the water and then walking and doing it all again the next day. Like, life isn't that bad for me personally, but knowing that somebody still out there does something like that and then they still have a smile on their face puts it into perspective. And again, it doesn't make my feelings invalid. It's just that, you know, like sometimes you have to take a step back and appreciate like that you don't have to do that. And I'm not saying the people that do have to do that like are suffering. Like I'm I don't know because I will never experience what they are experiencing. All I know is what I have, and it's not just me being like selfish or like, you know, being single-minded. Like I'm trying to be open-minded. It's just that I I can only understand this, my existence. Like I want to understand other people's existence, but my brain can't like it can comprehend, but I'll never be them. Like how am I supposed to know what the person in the next room is feeling? You know, like if they're feeling mad, sad, happy, like what brings them joy, what brings them anger, you know, like I'm sure we can relate on a few things, but life as an experience will never be the same for anybody else, you know, like you can have a twin and the twins don't even feel the same way about, you know, the same thing, you know, like, and the weird part is people say that that's just a split soul if you think about that. But that's weird because if they're a split soul, then what makes them split and what makes them who they are, you know? Like, and they can't be the same person, you know, because if they are, then why sometimes are they the opposite? Or, you know, like it doesn't make nothing will ever add up is what I'm trying to say. Nothing will ever add up. But it's an experience. that's that's what it is. Play League of Legends with me? Oh, Battle Sheep, bro. Oh man, League. uh, I don't know about that one. Like, I, I'm not trying to bash on anybody that plays League. If you find enjoyment in League, then that's fine. That's cool for you. But me personally, I think I gave it a shot like one time, and I was like, I don't like this. So like maybe if you find a different game, bro. I don't know. I get that, but I'm just saying like there's a whole lot of people who have it worse and stuff. For sure, for sure. Like, you know, and I just try to be there like when I can. Like, you know, some people freak out, like have a panic attack or like, you know, like tell me they're not feeling okay. And the thing is, I'll feel miserable, but I put my feelings aside because it's not about me right now. I say that all the time. I say it's not about me right now. And some people say that's sad. Like they'll look at me and say, "You need to take care of yourself. You need to do this. You need to do that." And I'm just like, "I've been doing this my whole life. I've said it's not about me right now. Cause why am I gonna sit here and act like I'm the main character? Like I'm in a story. I'm in everybody's story. If you think about it, like I'm an NPC. Like you're watching an NPC sometimes. Like that you find enjoyment from. Like you'll never know what it's like to be me. It's like it's sometimes it is about me, sometimes it isn't. You just gotta pick and choose when it is. And I'm not saying like be selfish, but like sometimes be selfless. You know, like pick and choose. Like when do you think is the right time? You know, that's all I'm saying. Reaching rock bottom just means no, we're but up to go. Yeah, that's true. Hey Bumbo, kind of a random question, but have you been making any new music. I really like Heart of Gold. It deserves more listens for real. Yeah, I've been making more music. I'm I've been kind of like, doubting myself though when it comes to like making music. So I've been like strictly making music for like new projects, just trying. But I've been making new music. It's just I don't think they'll ever see the light of day. Maybe they will if I just release it and don't care like what happens as an end result or whatever, as an experiment just to see. But I do miss making like actual legit music with like lyrics. Like I try. It's just, some things are hard. Like the last song that I want to complete and like finish, but at the same time it hurts so much, like to my core. It hurts me so much is this song called Sad Love that we made on stream, like when I wasn't even sad. Like, but now that I am, it's been difficult to like finish because, like, what am I gonna say? What do I want to say? Can I even say half of the things that I want to say? No, I can't because when the time comes, my mind goes blank. Like I feel like I just can't express what I'm thinking or feeling, but I try. But it is what it is. This is some good word soup. Give me a bowl of that. Oh yeah. Thank you for that. No joke. I hope you rewatch this and the other vid as a reaction. Of course, I definitely want to. I'm thinking in like hopefully in 2 years. I'm saying in 2 years I'll be in a better place where I want to like actually, be like, cuz I have goals, obviously. I feel like whenever I share my goals, I never really achieve them, if that makes sense. Like New Year's resolutions, I feel like I never get to complete them. Like I've done them a few times, but the fact that I've shared so much of them, because people are like, "Oh, what do you want to achieve?" And I'm just like, the same thing like every year. I like number one on the list is to survive, But like that's just me goofing around. Like I just want to make it, bro. Make it to see the rest of my life. That's all it is. Heck, I'm timestamping this. I needed this for real. You're right. Every day I gain another day's worth of experience in this flesh. So who other than I can truly save me? That's true. Gotta live out my experience. That's true. Jasmine says, "Why is this your last stream?" It's my last stream of 2023 because tomorrow, um, I I think I'm just gonna take more time to reflect, like by myself. Like I have been reflecting by myself, but tomorrow will be the last day. What's tomorrow? Because today's Friday, right? Yeah, today's Friday. Yeah, Friday. Then tomorrow's Saturday, the 30th, and then Sunday is the 31st. So the 31st, I will not be by myself. And the thing is, people are gonna ask me questions like when I like so like I know it was a rough year. Like they're gonna give me a speech, and I'm going to appreciate every word of that speech. But who I need to figure out how I'm going to answer some of those questions tomorrow, how I'm going to enter the new year tomorrow, and how I'm going to be myself tomorrow, if that makes sense. I'm not saying, again, putting on a mask. I try not to put on a mask around people because there's no point in putting on a mask like all the time, if that makes sense. Like, I'm going to act the way I feel. Hopefully that's good, but then I'm not going to let myself damper on a good time. Like, I just want to breathe and live, if that makes sense. So tomorrow I'm taking a day for a little bit of reflection, but I'm also going to be trying to work on stuff as well. Like I've been working on things behind the scenes, things that have been keeping my creative thoughts going, like I'm trying not to damper like that core thing because that makes me who I am. If I can't be creative, if I can't express my creativity, then I feel like I am nothing and I'll never be anything, if that makes sense. If I can't keep that going. Like, I don't want to be stuck. That's why. I played League a couple of times. It was fine. Just didn't entertain me much. Exactly. I really love that game so much. I love Souls games and a lot of stuff that forces you to think differently. I can definitely understand that. Like I like puzzles and but like Dark Souls I cannot get behind. Like I'm glad you like it though, cuz watching you play it is a lot of fun. Like watching other people play it is fun because like I feel like I'm part of their journey, if that makes sense, and I'm watching them grow. You know, like they're like, "Dang it! If only I rolled at this one boss." And I'm like, "Don't worry, bruh, you got it this time." You know, like I'm cheering you on, I'm rooting for you. Like that's I like being the support role, if that makes sense. I'm just like, "Yeah, bro, like I just want to see you do better this time." You know, like I'm always rooting for you. Like I can watch somebody else do that, but me, I can only take so much. That's just how I feel. I'm like, bro, if I do not beat this boss after like me doing the same thing for like 13, 25 tries, then like what's the point? That's I'm not saying like I'm a downer in those kinds of games. It's just that the difficulty is like not meant for me. It's the difficulty. Like and again, it's not the hardest thing. It's just you know me. Let's do some Rage Against the Machine covers. Let's all, let it all out. I mean, heck, like screaming would be cool. Like just screaming and like you know doing whatever. I should probably go to like a what's it called? Like a break things room. Like is it called a rec room? I don't think so. But like maybe, you know, doing that, something like that would be cool. Maybe picking up boxing. Maybe that's what I need to do. Just find like a hobby to let me express my whatever, you know, get it all out. I'm sure I can do that in like other ways. I do that through music. Do that through like, you know, content creation. Like I try, you know, maybe you can work that feeling of I can't say everything into the song itself. That's what I thought. Like and that's why I wrote down that one quote, like that one sentence that I said, I cry one less tear every day. Like that is so poetic in its own like form. I don't even know like if somebody else has said that, you know. And I'm sure I'm not the first person to say that after like 7 billion people and counting have been on like this planet like bro, what? Nah, probably not, but crazy, right? Jerry says, "Good morning, chat." Good morning, Jerry. Good morning. Just kidding. What's up, y'all? There's a game I've been playing with friends, and it's very fun. Maybe you and your recording group can make a video on it or stream it. It's called Party Animals, and it's similar to Gang Beasts. We've actually been looking into Party Animals, but I don't remember why we didn't pick it up. Like, I think Lethal Company came out. No, I think we were looking at Party Animals, and then we saw Lethal Company. Like we saw Lethal Company maybe a few days after it came out, and like we were just like, oh, it looks goofy, you know, like let's just have it like and play it for fun. This was before it got popular, by the way. Like shout outs to Pigeon. Pigeon clutched up on that game, like no joke. He was just like, yeah, Lethal Company, guys. It came out like you know, however long ago, and he's like, oh, it's $10, and I forget if he gifted the game. He's like, yeah, just you know, it's something for us to play. And I was like, okay, because I don't know if you recall, but like a few years ago, like maybe 2020, we were playing like Muck, you know, like that goofy game where you're like on an island and it's like Minecraft, but you have like Obamium. Does anybody remember that? Probably not. But yeah, we played that and it was a lot of fun because we were just, you know, goofing around, playing whatever. So it gives me that kind of like feeling again, like something like from the past, but like also something new because it's like a horror game and you're experiencing that. So like, I think that's why I really enjoy Lethal Company these days, you know? I think I'll start drafting my thank you document for my IRL friends that helped me get to where I am today. You should like again just showing a little bit of appreciation for anybody is amazing. Like please, if you haven't told anybody that you care about them or you appreciate them, please do so cuz like don't do it before it's too late cuz like I said these few days I've it's not like, you know, from like personal people. It's just like in general, sometimes you just feel underappreciated or you feel like nobody actually genuinely cares about you. And it's not there's no way to like really fix that feeling. You just feel like a waste of space. You know, like you're just like you know, if something happened to me, who's going to really be there? That's something I think about like but I know who would be there. It's just that like when would they be there? Does that make sense? Like would they be there right away? Would they be there like an hour after? Would they be there like 8 hours after? You know, like not to get like too deep into it, but like, it just seems like some people, again, that's just a feeling. You never know. You never know. But it is what it is. I'm gonna be playing Parasite Eve for the New Year's. This game takes place on New Year's. Haha. Say less. What's Parasite Eve? So I assume it deals with parasites, but the Eve of parasites is what? Like, is this before everybody gets infected with parasites, or is it like, I'm at a low point, sure, but I would be lower if not for their love. Of course, Char. And again, I'm grateful for the Bumbo clan, and I know I'm not trying to neglect the Bumbo clan or anything like that. Like, trust me, like, hear me when I say this. If I'm not in the best state of mind, I can't do it for anybody else, if that makes sense. I do, but I can't do it for like 12 people, if that makes sense. Like, I can do it for like one person. Like, I can have the energy to do it for one person, maybe even two. But if you're asking me to do it for 12 people, I don't know if I can do that, like I could fake it, but like, like there's still a sense of like an underlying tone of not being right, if that makes sense. Like, you can just tell something's off, right? So if you're able to tell that, then is it still a genuine experience? Like, is it what you came for, kind of thing? Like, if you're going to a movie and expecting one thing, like, oh, you're like, bro, the way the trailers looked, like, I can't wait for this movie. And then you go see the movie, and then you're just like, that movie is completely different than what I thought it was. Like, I don't even know if I regretted watching it, like, it was okay, but it wasn't what I was expecting, like, you're kind of like, it's a bittersweet feeling, if that makes sense, because like, you got to see the movie, but then was it worth it? That's what you're asking yourself. And that's how I feel. Is it worth it? Like, faking, is it worth not being, like, putting on the best performance, or like being in the best state, like, is it worth that? That's what I'm asking. But it is what it is. I haven't washed since last year. You haven't washed since last year. That's crazy. Jerry says, I don't know what to say, but I'm a senior this year, and knowing I'm going to leave my underclassmen and grow further is something. It is something. Like, I remember. Well, I felt like when I was a senior, or when I was a junior, and I had, seniors, leave their mark on me, if that makes sense. Like, they were like, hey, man, like, talking to me every day, doing this, doing that. Like, they left an impression on me, kind of thing, like, that's what I wanted to do. I was like, okay, wait till I'm a senior, like, I'm gonna do the same thing, I'm gonna make sure I'm talking to the people after me, and making sure, like, we had that connection slash bond kind of thing. So, like, I can definitely understand. I felt like I left a mark, but at this point in time, like, in your life, like, a few years later, Jerry, like, where I am, like an old man with a beard. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. Don't call me old. Like, seriously, it bothers me. But now, like, reflecting on it, you ask yourself, did you matter? Like, in that time period, sure, but did you leave a good enough mark or message with them that lasts a lifetime? Like, did I leave a good legacy? I don't know, but I get what you're feeling. Like, crazy, right? My mantra that I try to follow whenever I can is, why wait until it's too late? Ooh, that's a good one. Why wait until it's too late? Felt. Lethal Company is definitely a really fun game. Oh, and Party Animals is on sale. It's $14 right now, and if you were going to play it, or reminder to change its from open mic to push to talk. Okay, say less, say less. All right. So now that it's on sale, I'll probably look at it right now, actually. So it's a Resident Evil knockoff where the parasites give people insane powers. I guess it infects the city. Ooh, okay. Okay. Parasite Eve. Oh, snap. Forgot to say thank you all so much to all of y'all for being there on my journey, of course, and thank you for being here for mine. Like, again, today for my speech, you know what I wrote? I was supposed to have at least 5 bullet points. The only point I had today was just be open and honest, like I always try to be. Like in my last video, like the one where I was like bawling my eyes out, like I just was expressing what I was thinking and what I was feeling, and I still feel that way. Like I don't ever want to change that, if that makes sense. I just want to be open and honest and, like show emotion and, tell people, hey, like I'm not okay, but like if you're okay, we're okay kind of thing. I don't know. I don't know what my message is solidly, if that makes sense. Like, but I just wanted to show not everything is hunky dory. I don't know. Like purity, is that like wanted to show like soul, just wanted to be me for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes. I still want to do that. I always want to do that. That's all it is. Bumbo's goaded. Bro, thank you. You're always like again encouraging me, bro, but it's crazy. That's what's known as subverting expectations. Oh, it's worth it. Bro, the legacy you leave behind is so utterly meaningless if you didn't have fun and live an honest life. That's true. If that didn't create anything, it's still a life worth living. Felt for real. I just want to say I really appreciate the Bumbo clan and everyone else that I've been with for a long time. Don't assume I forgot about you guys. I will remember the OG days and will keep it in my heart. Those were the days. Yeah, those, like, it's good to look and reflect on the past, but just know, like, nothing lasts forever, but in the moment, everything, you can miss what's in the moment if you're always looking behind you and ahead of you, right? So, take some time to look at the now. That's what I've been telling myself, because I'm always looking for the future. I'm looking at the past a lot too, but I need to live here and now. Like, people always ask me like, "Hey, where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?" I'm like, "Bro, I can't even tell you what I'm eating for breakfast tomorrow." And I don't even like breakfast, but like if you ask me, "Hey, what are you eating tomorrow?" I'd be all like, "Bro, I don't know. I know I'm going to drink some water, if I even drink that, like, but I need that to live." So they're like, "Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?" I say, "I know what I would like to do, but like, I'm not guaranteed. I can only play the cards that I have right now. Like, unless the dealer gives me more cards, how am I supposed to know what to play?" That's how I feel. Battle Sheep says, "I gotta go. My party is here." All right, fam. Thank you again for being here. Thank you for listening. Thanks for sharing some wisdom. Really appreciate you. Again, thank you to all of you that have shown up so far. Like, you guys have been my support system. Like, the fact that people believe in me is insane. Like, that has been the shattering thing, if that makes sense. I'll tell you. Okay, so I'll tell you. So the thing about this thing, like the thing that I am going through, I always say in the beginning, "Hey, hey, I want to be open and honest from the very beginning. Open and honest from the very beginning, like always. Like, that's just who I am." Sorry, my camera's doing the same thing again. Wait, is it? No, it's not. Okay, so we're good. So open and honest from the very beginning. Uh, Two is, just talk to me, like communicate. Like, I can't know what you want unless you tell me. And then like three, just know that I'm trying. I'm trying. I always try. Four, don't give up on me. That's what I always say. Don't give up on me. That's the main thing I ask for. If I, like, it's just like when you ask somebody like, "Hey, what did you say?" Like, I didn't hear you like 4 times. Like, they're like, "Hey, make sure you do this." And then you're just like, "Huh?" "Hey, make sure you do this." "Huh?" And then they say it louder and you're just like, you genuinely can't understand what they're saying. So you're just like, "Okay, like what?" Like, seriously. "Huh?" Like, what? Like, after them saying it 4 times, don't give up on me because I do care. I do care what you said. It's just that I can't understand or comprehend what you're saying right now, if that makes sense. So please say it slower. Just don't give up on me. That's what I ask. Don't give up on me. Please. It's the only thing. Don't give up on me. Please. The one thing I ask. Don't give up on me. And it seems when people give up on you and they think you're not capable of doing the thing that you ask them not to give up on you for, it seems like all hope is lost. Like, that's what I've been feeling. I ask not to give up on me because I need somebody to believe in me, cuz if they can't believe in me, then I can't. That's I know that's how I've been feeling. I didn't want to say it, but it needed to be said. It needed to be said. I just don't like being given up on. It's a terrible feeling. It's a it's a hurtful feeling, especially when you can't believe in yourself sometimes. So like when people just give up on you and they think you can't make it or do better than it's like believing in, like, you can compare this to like a whole bunch of things, like believing in like Santa Claus or like believing in like fairies and stuff like that. Like, the magic. If you stop believing in the magic, then I'll fade away. That's just how it feels. You I don't want the magic to go away. I never want the magic to go away. If you take the magic away, then I can't exist. That's all it is. That's how I feel. That's how I felt. Like in the last video, I felt like I was given up on. Don't I When I genuinely asked, don't give up on me. Talk to me. I can do better. I know I can do better. And the thing is, that's just how I've always been. I've always been that way. Like, if you talk to me and you tell me something and you're just like, "Hey, you got to do this." And like sometimes I'm like, but then if you kick me in the butt, like, kind of thing, like, you're just like, "Hey, if you seriously do not do this, it's over. Like, it's whatever. Like, everything's over. The world is going to end. Like, don't give up on me. I can change. I can fix whatever I have to fix." I've always been that way. Like, like, my teachers can tell you the same thing. They're like, "Hey, if you fail this test, you're done. Like, you're held back." I'm just like, "Oh shoot, like, that's crazy." Like, I'm like, "Okay, I won't fail. I'll pass. I'll pass. I've done it time and time again. And if I make a mistake on the way, then I'll pick up the puzzle. Like, I will pick up the pieces that I messed up and I will try and fix it." I've always been that way. Like, just because I don't do homework doesn't mean I'm a terrible kid or something, Like, I shouldn't be labeled for, this, that, and the third. Just because Jimmy's good at science doesn't mean I'm a terrible person because I'm not good at science. I'm just not good at science. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to try, Like, if I don't understand something or can't comprehend something, I'm going to at least put in an effort, Like, that's just how I've always been. And I've known that since I was like young, bro. Like, I'm serious. Serious. Like, so when you tell me this is the last straw, I'm like, "Bro, I'll cut this straw into two and we can have two straws." Like, Don't give up on me. Don't give up. Don't say it's the final thing. It's this, you know, like that's how I've always been. But this year has really shown me that magic in believing in something and giving up on something. Don't give up on me. That's the only thing I have ever asked anybody that genuinely cares, that I care about, or they genuinely care about me. Once you give up on me, it really is over. Because the magic's gone. I I don't know do if I can continue. It's like I said, comparing it to like believing in Santa Claus, like believing in, fairies, like believing in whatever. Like if the magic fades, there's no chance. And it's not to get like sad or depressing. It's just something I've seen this year. Like 2023 has shown me that. And you guys have been a good fire, for me. Like seriously. Like knowing that I can come back here and have this stream no matter what is like really cool. Like thank you guys seriously for being here. It means a lot. For real, I still remember the Among Us games in Minecraft. It was wild, but such an awesome time. No joke. True. One time I was walking home looking at the horizon, then realizing how many people only look at the horizons to come and not the sky that is overhead now. That's true. Tails Kid says hello. Hello, Tails Kid. Sorry I didn't say hello, uh, like previously. I'm gonna rejoin the Bumbo Clan Discord for the 5,000th time. Oh, I probably won't be talking very often since I'm pretty busy, but I'll yappa yappa every once in a while for sure. Felt it. Bumbo Clan has been like very like quiet these days, but I think it's also my fault. I should do better. I should be like trying to talk to people, trying to play games and like, keep it alive, but like again, like I'm not going to sit there and like tell people, "Hey, like, talk. Like you got to talk. If you don't talk, then this place is dead." Like no, like it's like when you go to the mall. You go to the mall sometimes because like you're like browsing to see like, "Hey, what's at the mall?" But you don't have to purchase anything every time you go, like you're just there. You're experiencing it there. Jerry says, anyways, I'm gonna head out now. Glad to see everyone here kicking. Hope y'all achieve your dreams and greater heights. Thanks, man. You too. See you, Jerry. Thank you for coming through. No joke, Char says. This is exactly why I still believe in Santa Claus and the Christmas spirit. Facts. Without your efforts, Bumbo, none of us would even be here in the first place. These are your streams after all. That's true. And I'm very grateful. Yuki says hello. What's good, Yuki? Welcome, welcome. Welcome. Again, we're just reflecting. I've been talking for how long, y'all? How long have I been talking for? An hour and seven? No, an hour and like 3 minutes. That's crazy. Just expressing like what my thoughts. But this year for me has been. Wait. My camera did it again. Camera did it again. But yeah, this year has been a wild ride. Like, when it started, it was great. Like, great. Like, no joke. It was a fantastic year. I thought this was like here's the cliche. I thought this was the year. Like, I thought this actually was the year. Like, ever since because 2019, I said the same thing. 2020 will be my year. We all know how that ended. So like we don't talk about it. The thing is we don't talk about like, oh, next year will be my year. Like we're just going through the motions now. That's the unfortunate part. But I genuinely thought, and I said this to myself. I genuinely thought, and I said this in my head, like for nobody else to hear. After seeing what life did in 2020 and then 2021, like figuring stuff out, like trying to build something. 2022, I was just like, oh yeah, now we're on the second story, trying to go for, whatever I'm building from here on out, you know, will be cool. I genuinely said that at the end of 2022 because I was like, we're going to be cool. I like what we got going on right now. That's what I said. I like what we got going on right now. And it'll only get better from here. That's what I said. I genuinely said that. few months into 2023, and it was good. I was like, yes, okay, now, like, yeah, right now we're just maintaining what we got, and then from there we'll build. That's what I said. Then one point, at one point, something felt off. Something felt off at one point, and I just didn't. I was too trusting, if that makes sense. Something felt off, and I didn't stop it, or I didn't fix it then and there. So ultimately, it's kind of my fault. Something didn't feel right, and I just said, it'll be okay. That's what I said. I didn't trust in my gut. I didn't stop what I knew should have been stopped. I should have, like, again, I've had so much time to reflect, like, so much time, and I reflect every day. I reflect every day, but it's been crazy, crazy. So at that point, things got worse. It was at that point where it seemed like my whole world shattered. Like, and I just lost a building, not like a world. Like, I'm on a planet, and I was building on the planet. Like, I was building a building on the planet. Not like a skyscraper, but like, let's say a house. I was building, like, let's just say I was just building something. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm building something. I like that I'm building something. I like the progression that I'm, building this at. Like, I liked what was happening. But then, you know, it just didn't work out, and it felt like that whole building put a crack in the earth. That's all it is. Like, I lost that piece of the planet. Like, it's still there, but I'm just over here, like on the other side now, because, like, dang, if I stay over there, that part of the planet could, like, collapse, and, like, boom, I'm in lava kind of thing. So I'm gonna chill over here, and hopefully, the planet will fix itself kind of thing. That's just how it feels. I feel like all the examples that I give sometimes don't make any sense, but somehow people understand them, if that makes sense. You know? Like, you say, yeah, this, and then you compare it to this, and then you're just like, okay, okay, I can see that comparison. But I'm just, it's just a thought. Like, it's just a genuine thought, and, like, a peace of mind. Like, actually, peace of mind. I've been saying everybody's name in caps lock, and they showed up so far. That's crazy, crazy, crazy. Um. Oh, interpretation. You incomprehensible goober. You. I mean, yeah, but sitting here talking for like an hour and some change. Like, I hope the messages that I'm saying actually genuinely reach who it's meant for. Like, cause again, I'm saying some of the things mostly for me. Like, I want to look back at this stream and be like, yeah, this was the last stream of 2023, the worst year of my life. I can say that. Like, I can actually say that right now. I can say that for right now. But I don't know if it's going to be the worst year. I said the same thing about 2016. You know what happened in 2016? I call that the best and worst year of my life. Like, until, like, this year, obviously. But I said that was the best and worst year of my life. Because the best year, because I got to experience so many things I thought I would never experience. Like, it just felt right. Like, I graduated, I became an adult, like, I got my first car, I was able to drive, like, I got independence is what it felt like. I felt like I was taking a new step in, like, a chapter. And then, it's funny, the same thing happened in 2016. Same thing happened in 2016. So ever since that moment in 2016, I've been picking up the puzzle or picking up the pieces, and like I was like, oh, let me do this, let me do that. But if that point in my life didn't happen, I wouldn't be here, if that makes sense. Because 2016, I was like, okay, next chapter is coming. 2017 is the year I started making content on YouTube. I was like, okay, I got like, a laptop. I was like, oh, I got a microphone. I got a camera, like I got headphones, like I got all of these things, and like I started making videos at first, and then like next thing you know I started streaming, and then people actually genuinely showed up to the streams, and then like I just kept growing from there, and I was like, bro, this is a crazy ride that I'm on. Like I wasn't expecting to get like 100 subscribers. I wasn't expecting to get 200 subscribers. I was just playing stuff for fun, like, but if that moment right there didn't happen, I wouldn't be here like right now streaming and like, talking to you all. Like, so it's a canon event. Like, memes aside, but it's a canon event technically. So it it's crazy because like my movie of the year is definitely Across the Spider-Verse, because across or Into the Spider-Verse came out 2016 as well, didn't it? So 2016, Into the Spider-Verse, or was it 2016 or was it 2018? I don't remember. Into the Spider-Verse came out, right? And I was like hyped about that movie, and I watched it. It was a fantastic movie. So like, boom, Across the Spider-Verse comes out this year, and we learn about canon events and stuff like that. You know what my favorite line from that movie is? And it's not gonna be what you expect. Like, it's not, nah, I'm gonna do my own thing. Like, nah, like, it's actually not that line. My favorite line from Across the Spider-Verse is "Goodbye, Gwen." Boom. That's it. It's a simple line, but there's layers to it. Layers. He says goodbye because just watch the movie. That's my favorite line. That's what I took from the movie. Like, I watched it at a low point, but like that's my it connected with me. That's the part. Goodbye, Gwen. That was it. Simple line, bro. Simple line. That's all it was. No, it literally is a canon event. All jokes aside, crazy, right? Crazy. That line was so beautiful. I can't remember the movie. What? Okay, so what you're saying is we should watch the movie together. I can do it on Kick. Oh, speaking of which, so goals and intent, not goals. I don't want to say goals. Goals are not the right words to say. But that reminded me of when Peter said goodbye to MJ in No Way Home. That's true. See, that movie was fantastic too. Like No Way Home, that was crazy. That ending, bro. That ending, I need to rewatch that movie because like I'm not saying I took it for granted at the time. Like I watched it and I was like, "Oh, bro, this is amazing." Like all the generations of Spider-Man I've seen, you know, growing up are now together. Like that was crazy. But I need to rewatch that because the ending, like thinking about the ending is like, "Oh, but like now it'll have a different meaning if that makes sense." So I just need to rewatch. But Across the Spider Verse, like that line stuck with me, and it's gonna stick because sometimes things happen, canon events, non-canon events, but Spider-Man always does better. Isn't that what Miles said? I can do both. You know, I need to rewatch that movie. I'm probably gonna rewatch it like tonight, low key. Tonight. I watched Spider Verse and Across the Spider Verse, but I'm not obsessed. So memory problems. That's true. That's true. I like them. They're good movies. I'd I'm willing to I'm willing to watch them again. Yep, yep. Things wouldn't be things if they didn't happen. That's true. That's true. Like, some things are canon, some things aren't canon, some things are by chance, some things aren't by chance. Like, is it really a coincidence? Because I was telling my brother the other day, the fact that we had like an extended family kind of thing is because like if one person didn't take a walk wearing a certain thing on like the certain day that they met, would they be here with us now? That's what I said. And he was like, crazy. Because, like, I could say the same thing about a lot of things. Like, for example, meeting, like, one of my best friends, you know, like, Pigeon. Like, if I didn't buy my VR headset at the time because of the Ugandan the Ugandan Knuckles memes that I saw on, like, YouTube and, like, social media, if I didn't find those hilarious and bought like my VR headset, I probably would have never met like Pigeon. Like especially the day I was playing too. Like I was just like, oh yeah, imagine if I just didn't play that day. Do you know how many things like wouldn't be real today? Like it's crazy. Like I met Pigeon in VR because I was watching a YouTuber on like playing VR and he was experiencing like the Ugandan Knuckles memes and those were fried. So then like, you know, I kept watching his channel and then I heard his voice in VR and I was like, "Oh my god." And then do you know who was like trailing behind him? Pigeon. Pigeon was trailing behind him because he was part of the group, like, you know, chilling with him, playing whatever, and he was just casual. And he told me not to freak out. He's like, "Bro, he's just a person just like you. So what are you freaking out for?" I was like, "You're right, bro. I'm sorry. I'm just, you know, I'm excited because like I got VR because of him, you know." And he's like, "Okay, cool. So you gonna be on the game tomorrow?" That's what he asked. And then like next thing you know, like we're chilling like for a whole week, and then like Discord happens, and then we're friends. Like, bro, lifelong friends because of that one moment. Isn't that crazy? Like, what are the odds? And then also, without Pigeon, there'd be no Project Suit because like I came up with the idea because me and Pigeon were playing Smash Bros. And then he said something, and I was like, huh, you know. And then boom, I made like a web chart, and then like I reached out to like people of the Bumbo clan. I was like, "Hey, I have this glorious idea, you know, like this is part of my like childhood. This is part of like something I want to do like creative wise, and I want to combine everything." So like the chances of everything happening are crazy. And that's something I can reflect on in a good way because like again this all goes back to like me reflecting on 2023, but the fact that the small chances of things happening happen and then it changes your life forever. It's very impactful if you think about that. Like getting to know like Pigeon, like you guys, like canon events. It's crazy, you know? Uh That's really why you got a VR headset? Exactly. See, I saw a meme and I was like, bro, that's funny. Because, like, you know, Black Panther was coming out, and then, like, you know, people were like, do you know the way? I never freeze. You know, like, they were saying stuff like that. And I was just like, okay, I gotta get on that. You know, like, I was just like, bro, this is funny. Like, I just wanted to experience the next thing. So I got, like, you know, I was watching SAO and I was like, bro, VR would be fried. Like, let me try some VR games. And, you know, I played it on my laptop. And, bro, I made a lifelong friend. That's crazy. Valid, to be honest. Yep, I met my girlfriend in an SCP SL lobby. It's crazy to think, like, what if I was sick that day and we never got into that lobby together? It's crazy to think about, really. Exactly. Like, is everything really by chance, or is it also, like, not a coincidence kind of thing? Like, the odds are low, but, like, it still happens, and, like, that's life changing and impactful. So, 2023 is now the worst year of my life. But like if you think about it, some great things happened. Like for example, I didn't expect to get 10,000 subscribers this year all because of two videos. Like actually I was not expecting that growth like at all. I didn't even expect to get that many subscribers, to be honest with you. I just thought it would help me grow. Like I'd figure out like the algorithm. It was like an experiment. I was just trying to experiment, and it's crazy how I'm now at this number. Not a lot of people still know who I am, kind of thing. Uh, Now I'm at like 10,000, and I don't even know what to do like with myself. Like I just like I'm still streaming, and the same people are still in my chat. That's cool. And the thing is, they're also notified if some of them have like notifications on, or like maybe seldom. So like 10,000, let's say at least 3,000 people get notified that I'm streaming, or like they happen to click on this after the fact because they saw like my past video, and they're wanting to see like if I've done better. So then everything that I've talked about up until this point, maybe it sticks with them, and it's a life changing quote or whatever. And the thing is, I'm not even thinking like that. Like I'm just thinking about this for future me, like as a reference, like saying like, hey, my last video was terrible. I look back at my last video and I still feel terrible, but like I'm not in that state of crying, anymore. I cry one less tear every day, so this is where I am now after a few months. So like where am I going to be in a year? Where am I going to be in a few months or a few years, or like this is just like a time capsule kind of thing, like something to reflect on. That was my goal for this entire thing. I just wanted to like get out some stuff, and also say like I didn't want to put it off either, because the thing is I was gonna do this yesterday, but I was like I wasn't I was busy, but I wasn't busy, if that makes sense. Like I was just like, oh yeah, I could be working on, or I could stream, but I want to like work on stuff. So I was working on things, and then some people hit me up because they needed me. So I was like, okay, I'll be there for them. Like I'll be there for them, kind of thing. So today I was just like, I'll do it today. Like actually do it today. I was laying on my bed like maybe a few hours ago, and I like not taking a nap. Like I legit was just laying there, like watching YouTube, and then like I dozed off for like 20 minutes, and then I like woke up and I was like, oh shoot, if I don't get up now, I'll never stream. So like I seriously got up, and I was like, okay, let me prepare a speech. So I went to my notes and I wrote down. I was like, I need 5 bullet points to talk about, or else I won't get to like what needs to like, be expressed and stuff like that. I only wrote down one thing. It said be open and honest. That's all it was. And boom, an hour and like 30 minutes almost into the stream, we've been talking. Like we've been cool. We've been chilling. Like I wasn't expecting to get 9 likes. I didn't even expect 9 people to show up, if that makes sense. But people are here. Like the fact that you are here is what baffles me. Like I'm being heard. Sometimes I feel like I'm not being heard, but the fact that you are listening and like seeing me, I wish I could see you. I wish I could see you. Like talking like me to you about anything would be a blessing. Like I'm talking, if I ever meet any of you and you have something on your mind and you like want to talk to me, like if I ever go to a convention, if I ever get the chance to go to like a convention, like if I'm invited, or and I have like a booth or anything, like come talk to me. Like even if I'm not there, like at the booth, like come talk to me. I'll go to like a coffee shop or something. Like come talk to me. Like I appreciate you as much as like you just being here. Like the fact that you're giving me your time is a blessing. That's It shows that you, I don't know how to express it, but I'm very grateful. Like I really am. Like I hope I get to meet you guys IRL, like, and we can just like, see, talk, like have a human connection, like just like not have a screen between us. That's what I want. I feel like that'll be cool. Like, actually, I'm not saying I'm gonna get like overwhelmed. Like, if there's like 20 of y'all, like, like, but I just want to see you guys. Like, I don't want there to be a screen here all the time. Like, maybe one day soon, in the next year, 2 years, just whenever. I don't care when. I just think that'd be a cool experience. So if Bumbo was in SAO, he'd wear the Nerve gear. Insane. No, I was saying I watched SAO and like I was like, bro, VR is like the next step. I wasn't, if it was gonna connect to like my nerves and like all that like fancy stuff from SAO, I would definitely not wear it because I'm like, bro, like what if I never like get up and stuff like that. But the thing is, Kirito had the VR before it was even like released. So he was like a beta tester. So like if you're beta testing and whatever, and then next thing you know, it changes, then like that's the part where it's like, oh snap, like oh yeah, you're gonna die kind of thing. But like nah, I wasn't thinking like that. I was just like, I just want to like experience VR. That's all it is. Cause like we had like what the little VRs where you connect your phone and you're just like, oh, I'm on a roller coaster kind of thing. But that VR is like different because like you're putting on the whole headset, you got the audio going, and like it was an experience. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. I only know you because you did a review of Rocket League on the Switch. What if I didn't decide to watch your video? I wouldn't know most of the people I know online if it wasn't for you, which is crazy. Which is crazy. So again, I'm grateful like for the chance of like, just doing what I wanted to experience and like having people react to it if that makes sense. Like if you didn't click on that video, like you said, you wouldn't be here. Like, but the fact that you are is like amazing. So thank you for Also, I guess just having our universes align, if that makes sense. Like fan of donuts says hi. What's good? I just lay there all the time. I just never want to do anything ever. Felt. That's a bit concerning. You're an amazing person, Bumbo. You're an amazing person as well. Thank you. It's like seriously. It's crazy the amount of things that happened because of multiple events. It's true. Bumbo, I made a bad joke in your Discord DMs. Oh no. Oh no. Bro said he wants to see me. Alright, here I am. Yo, bro. Oh, look at you and your hair, bro. That's dope. Bro, you got more facial hair since the last time I saw you, bro. That's insane. Bro, you guys are growing up. Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys are growing up, bro. Like 5 years ago, like me just playing like Mario Kart. Like that was just us having a good time, and like now you guys are here. Like, oh, oh man, you guys are growing up too. That's crazy. You guys are growing up too, man. Growing up into your own, bro. Oh man, we're not kids anymore. And we'll never be those kids again, bro. We'll never be those kids again. Oh no, I dropped my phone. Ah, you're not my dad. I'm getting a haircut tomorrow. All right, bro. Like, if you think that's what you want to do, right on. Oh snap, my camera. There we go. That's cool though. I had one today. Say less, bro. You're not a dad. I know, but it's just like I look at my brother too. I look at my brother as well, and I'm like, dang, bro. He's not. He's never gonna be young again. And the thing is, I cherish the time that I have with him. Like, but I wish I could go back and like in the past and like not be as mean as I was. Like, dude, if you knew everything you know now back then, life would be a whole different experience. But that's the crazy part because that's what it is. So the fact that I wasn't mean, but I was not nice. Like I wasn't as nice as I am now. Like I didn't have like a genuine connection as I did now. Like but you know, we're also kids, so we also don't know, you know. So like but now we know. So like, you know, now is the time to make a difference kind of thing. Like if you don't know something, you know, and you learn something, you know, you can improve. That's all it is. I wanted to improve. So, yeah. I look at him and I'm like, bro, you're not the small like little brother you used to be. Like he's goofy. Like he's still him at the end of the day, but he's not who he was. Like like we used to play games all the time. Like me and him used to play like the Wii, you know, like we'd play goofy games. Like I don't know if you guys remember this game called Over the Hedge, but you know, from the movie. It was like that, oh, movie was successful, turn it into a game kind of thing, you know. So like, you know, it was sold around the same time. So then me and Justin, that's his name by the way. Me and him played over the hedge like for hours. We'd play like the GameCube, the Wii, like we'd play many games together. But now we don't even play like video games together because he has like different tastes and you know stuff like that. And it's cool because like again he's growing into his own, but like he's not like if I could go back and experience those moments again, I would go back and experience those moments again because I didn't know they wouldn't last, you know. But that's what it is. That's all it is. If you could go back and experience some things again, would you? Of course. I would definitely. Like even this year, if I knew I can go back and experience some things again, I probably would. Like would I do it any different? Probably a little different, but like not like life like altering different. It's just like having a time machine. If you had a time machine, would you change certain events you know, to like alter your life. Like I don't know. I don't think so. Cause like I said, canon event. like but you know, seeing Miles's story, it depends. It's a different take, but like I really like. I don't know. I don't know what I do. Don't know what I do. Bumbo sentimental like a dad. All right. You guys don't have to keep throwing the dad word around. That's insane. If you think about it, Bumbo is an old crippling man who's watching us cripple away as well. A very a poet, to be honest. Poetic. Goodness gracious. The fact that you called me an old crippling man is crazy. All of a sudden, you're making me think you're like Glamrock Freddy in Security Breach. Share your wisdom with us, old man. Goodness, y'all are just seriously throwing that around. What's good, Austin? What's good? Over the hedge and successful in the same sentence is very crazy. Like for its time, it was decent. Like I enjoyed the movie. People I knew also was like, "Oh, bro, Over the Hedge is fried," you know. But yeah, the funny thing is, if you change little things, for all you know, you change something big. It's very true, very true. Mr. Meme says you have the best stories. Thank you. Like seriously, that one weeb says, "Man, it's been a while since I've watched your streams." It has been a while, and I'm sorry that it's been a while. I'm just trying to, like I said, do better. Like, I don't want to be fake. I don't want to, like, fake it and not be, like, genuine. If I can't deliver, you know, and make whatever happen, then, like, I don't want to do it in general. So that's why I haven't been streaming, like, here on YouTube. I've been streaming on Kick, if I'm going to be honest with you. So if you guys don't know what Kick is, it's like Twitch, but, like, not Twitch. That's the best explanation I can give. Like, it's just a different website. It's exactly like Twitch, but it's not Twitch. Like, I was for Twitch, but if you've paid attention in the past, like, year or so, like, Twitch has been on some crazy changing stuff. So, like, there's no. I'm not saying the platform's dead. I'm not saying that at all. Like, Twitch is just wild. That's all I'm saying. Like, it's different. Like, again, I don't know if you guys have seen like articles in the past few like weeks or so, like in the past month, like the new meta is insane. Like, bro. So I'm sitting here like I don't know if I could go back to that platform cuz I am like what an affiliate, but like I haven't streamed on there for like what, a year, so I might not even be an affiliate anymore. But I have all those followers, so I could maybe like once in a while, like maybe every 2 months or so, I can go back on Twitch. But I've been on Kick recently, and it's been kind of lackluster on there as well because like I haven't been growing, and I'm playing the same games and stuff. But I know it's a little bit better because like it's not as strict as Twitch, or it's not like as whatever as Twitch. I couldn't even tell you, but it's been a crazy experience on there. I've been on there just to keep like the same mindset of like streaming and like making content, but I couldn't do it here because I just wasn't feeling it, and I don't want to be fake. Like I said, I don't want to be fake, and I don't want to just push out content like on here because this has been years worth of like trying to do things and whatever. Like I said, I didn't expect to get 10,000 subscribers this year just from two videos, And then the shorts have been like doing decent, so like it's been a crazy ride. I'm hoping, if I continue to grow on here like through content like making videos or like shorts and stuff like that, then I can finally start giving back to the community. Like long ago I had merch, and like one or two, three, maybe four people got like some of the merch, which was cool. And I was like, bro, people are actually buying my merch. I was happy for it. I even was like rocking my merch. But now that I'm getting older and I want to do more, I kind of want to do like more. Like I want to do like actual like more merch. I want to give back to you guys. Like I want to say like, hey, thank you for believing in me. Like I said earlier, thank you for believing in me for so long. Like, and I'm gonna ask this of you, no matter what, like who you are. Just know that we have a genuine human connection. Please never give up on me. Like, actually, never give up on me. That's the only thing I ever ask anybody. Never give up on me. Some people give up on me, and that has been a lesson I learned like throughout the years, even like this year. Somebody gave up on me, and it was life changing, like life altering, and like I'm depressed and sad now because the magic went away. It's like again believing in Santa. Like the moment you stop believing is the moment the magic is gone. I ask to never give up on me. That's the only thing I ask. I can understand distance. That's fine. Distance is perfectly fine. But never give up on somebody. That's just how I feel. I've never given up on anybody. Like, I'll be in like a distance. I still consider like my best friends from high school best friends. I don't know if they know that, but like I still consider them best friends. Like I'll talk to them every now and then, and I know that they probably don't even think of me every day, but I think of them. Like I'm at a distance. I just hope like they're doing okay. Like I'm always cheering them on. I like seeing, you know, their lives going on. Like just knowing that I was there, as a best friend. I still consider them best friends, but I'm not giving up on them. I'm not saying like they're not my friends anymore. Like they're just experiencing I'm just at a distance. That's all it is. Like I said, I'm not giving up on them. Like and I never will. Like again, the fact that I still call them my best friends and we haven't spoken in like some time. Like I've caught up with some people from like, a few years, but like it's just distance. That's all it is. Like, hey, when you guys were going to college and stuff like this, my life was like altering and changing and shattering, and I didn't know what to do. And I'm not saying you guys weren't there for me, but I know you guys were going through your own stuff. You guys were turning into butterflies while I was still coming out of my cocoon, if that makes sense. Like, you guys had the wings to fly while I was still trying to figure out how to get out of the cocoon to fly myself. So I had to figure it out myself while you guys were also figuring it out yourself. That's just how I felt. But yeah, I have Kick. I just haven't used it. Makes sense. It's free version of Twitch. Yeah, like less ads, I would say. So like you don't have to watch like an ad, this, that, and the third. But basically the same system. Catastrophe says, "Hey, what's good, fam?" So you're probably like, "What are you talking about?" So this whole stream, I've just been, not like ranting, but trying to get my thoughts together for like what 2023 has meant to me. And like I'm using this stream that will be a video for me later to reflect on it. Like in the next few months or so, like, because this year hasn't been good for me. So, I'm hoping maybe by this time next year, it'll be different. Or maybe the following year. Like, I just want to look back, like, reflecting, like, so I can reflect more in the future. Like, because I'm going to say this has been the worst year of my life. Um, but like, I don't even know if this will be the worst year of my life. Like, I could have a worse year like 2 years from now. But, like, boom, reflecting like what I'm going through now and then what I'm going through then will be different. It'll be like, bro, you don't even know the half of it. Like, future me talking to my past younger self saying, bro, you don't even know you got into a car wreck or something. Hopefully I don't. Let me knock on some wood, bro. Where's some wood? I'm knocking on everything. But you get what I'm saying. Like, just hoping, just reflecting. That's all it is. I'd sooner give up on life itself than those who have helped shape my life. I feel you on that. Bro, if you get canceled someday, I will stand behind you so hard because you probably won't deserve it. Appreciate it. Me personally, I don't understand cancel culture anyway. This is just like a side thing because if somebody makes a mistake, you're not gonna like. I can understand making a very bad mistake. Like, I get that, but how are people supposed to learn and do better if you just count them out for that one mistake entirely? Like, imagine you're cooking and like you burn the rice. Like, you burn the rice that you're cooking, right? So next time when you're cooking rice, you'll do better, right? But because of this one experience of burning the rice, and everybody's like, yeah, you burned that rice, bro. You're never cooking rice again. Like, think about that. People are just like, yeah, you can't cook rice ever again, bro. Sorry. Like, what are you gonna do? Like, you can't. I'm not allowing it. And if you even try, bro, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna flip your whole pot over. Like, whatever you're trying to do to cook rice is not happening. I'm telling you right now, you can't cook rice ever again. And you're just like, bro, but like, what if all I have is rice? Like, what if I just want to like cook rice and show myself that I can do better for cooking rice next time? Like I get people make mistakes, but like you also have to learn from your mistakes. There are tools to help you learn. Like if you didn't know how to ride a bike and you fell off one time, yeah, you're never riding a bike again. Like some people like don't. That's cool. Some people don't ride a bike again. But that doesn't mean that's gonna stop you from using a scooter. Like you can use a scooter. Like there's other things out there. Like, some people are scared to take the training wheels off. That's fine. Like, but you're still riding a bike. I don't know. Like, how are you supposed to learn if you don't mess up? So, like, getting canceled is like crazy to me. Like, I can understand being like, yeah, we're not going to support you as much as we used to. That's fine. Because then that'll teach them to support themselves a little bit more and then also learn what they did is wrong so then they can, do better. Like, again, people, there are tools out there that you can learn to do better. So, like, the fact that canceling is like a huge thing, especially because of the internet, is kind of not sad, but it's kind of like kind of toxic. Like, I don't know. Like, just saying, yeah, you can never do this. You can never do that. Like, it just doesn't make sense. It just doesn't feel human, if that makes sense. Like, like you're not gonna sit here and like you will remember, but you're never going to forget. Like, you can forgive some things, but like people say forgive and forget, but like I'm not gonna forgive and I'm not gonna forget but I will allow you to have the chance to do better. Like I can say that about people that I'm even like close to, you know, like I'm just like, yeah, you really messed up on this one thing, but I'm not like what you did was bad. I'll let it go. Not forgiving. Letting go and forgiving is something like completely different. Because there's something that somebody has done to me my entire life that I will never forgive, like ever. And people are like, you have to forgive and forget. No, I'm not. I'm not forgiving for what they did. And I'm not going to forget what they did. I'm just going to be. Like, let them be. And I will do what I have to do. Like, it does not matter. If we interact, that's cool. I'm, like I said, not going to forgive and forget. Am I going to treat you a little differently? 100%. But I'm not going to be, it's not going to be the same. Like, it will never be the same. You will never get that level of whatever it was you had in the past. Like, that's just how it is. Like, are they still a person at the end? Yeah, they're still a person at the end of the day. And like, am I going to let what they did to me affect the rest of my life? Not really. Like, am I going to forgive them? No. You're not worthy of forgiveness for that. Like, and it's also not my, it is my choice at the end of the day to forgive them. But like, if they've done something so wrong, like, I'm still gonna, it's not like I'm like, yeah, you're dead. Like, yeah, you get, I have to kill you now. Like, no, it's not that extreme. Like, it shouldn't be that extreme. It's just that I'm not gonna forgive you for what you did, and I'm not gonna forget either. Like, I'm just going to let you exist and let me exist. That's just how I see it, you know? Sorry. My camera did the same thing. Why does it do that? Whenever I like lean forward, it like turns like a second off or like, you know, whatever. I'd say more so it depends on the mistake. Like, obviously you deserve to stay in jail if you killed people with the intent of harming and no protecting yourself, unless you have a condition. That, yeah, see, like if you murder somebody, like I feel like it comes down to morals at the end of the day too, like, you know. So but having the internet, like I'm talking random strangers, like people that haven't even met you, like, or genuinely know if you're a good or bad person, like, because you made one mistake and because it's one person's case against yours, like, eh, boom, you're canceled. That's crazy to me. Like, if you meet people in real life and you're just like, oh man, they're a good person, like what they did is wrong, but like, you know, I'm not gonna sit here and say, hey, you can never come back, kind of thing. Like, if you go get therapy, if you go get like something to improve, like after you know what you did is wrong, then like after you have proven like you're capable of change and like capable of doing better, then like, yeah, sure. Like, you have proven to me that you can change. You have proven to me that like you've learned what you've done is wrong, and you're working on self improvement and stuff like that. Like, you're using the tools. Like, boom. Like, then it's different now because like you've shown. I don't know. I Does that make sense? Does that make sense? That's just what I was thinking right before you said, "Don't give up on me." I feel you. I feel you. But if it's something like punching a baby, you're fine in my eyes. Goodness, Vimo. Goodness. What? You know, when people are like, "Would you slap this baby for $1 million?" Like, bro, that's crazy. Sorry, y'all. I'm defo still here. I just have been working on my art portfolio for school. Say less. It's not kind of toxic. It is toxic. Yeah, you don't have to do anything. You mean your own choices based on your own standards. True, true. I think you're gonna have to kill this guy, chat. Dang. I can relate to that. Sorry, I've been lurking. No, I get it, you know. At least you're here at all. True, true. Yeah, and like rumors are really bad too. Facts, like rumors can ruin a people like a person's reputation. The thing is like you don't know who to believe because like there's like somebody I know, I forget who specifically told me this, but there's three sides to every story. Three sides. One person's side, the other person's side, and then the truth. Like that's what I like have been told, and that makes sense. But the thing is, it's who you're going to listen to at the end of the day. What the proof is there? Like we don't know. Like we don't know because it's always he said, she said, or she said, she said, he said, they said, whatever pronouns. It's always it said, but like what really happened? Like we don't know. We don't know. We don't know. Like rumors suck. Like actually, they're like, oh yeah, like there's a lot of rumors going on about like current YouTubers and stuff going on, and it's just like who are you gonna believe? Like you people always pick a side. That's all I'm saying. Like whether they know if it's a good side, the bad side. Like I'm not saying every side is good or bad, but like there's some gray areas. You can choose to be neutral. You can choose to be neutral. That's a choice. And if you're neutral, then like you're at least open to both sides. Because you're just like, I'm listening to this side, I'm listening to that side. But I'm not gonna say this is. If I can just agree that this whole situation is a mistake, right? Right? I can only imagine a dumb kid to teenage hitting a baby. Get your baby, dog. No, I'm just kidding. uh, Mike says hi. What's good, fam? Welcome, welcome. This is just vibey right now, for real. Again, I'm so glad you guys are here. Chess Kid says, for me, I can never forget, but I believe people can change, but I won't pretend they never did anything wrong. Exactly. Like if I know, like again, some people like never forget their bullies, right? Like what's a good example of this? Zootopia. Let's look at Zootopia, the movie. If you guys have seen it, I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you go watch it because like it's a great movie. So like what are you doing? Go watch it. And then also like I'm going to explain something and hopefully you can pick up on the message and whatever. So like there's layers to things. So Zootopia, Judy Hopps, the rabbit, is going as a kid and she wants to be a cop, but everybody's like a bunny cop. Yeah, ha ha ha, ha whatever. So, she interacts with one of her bullies who's bullying another kid, and then she's like, "Hey, stop it right there!" Like you're not supposed to do that. And then he's like, "What do you know, you whatever? You're just a bunny." So then he like claws at her face, and then she has a scar. Right? She has a scar from this bully. So, she goes thinking that all foxes, because her bully was a fox, are bad because of this one dude. So then she grows up, she's like just about to become a cop, or she becomes a cop in a way, and then she's put on what traffic duty, not traffic duty, ticket duty. So like she has to give tickets to the people that haven't paid, like whatever. So then she sees Nick Wilde, right, who is a fox, and then she starts following him because she thinks he's up to suspicious activity. I mean, he is, but he's also like trying to survive as well. So like, he's just living his life the way he knows how to get through it because of what the world has labeled him already. So, she carries around this like fox repellent or whatever, and then the whole just watch the movie. I'm not gonna sit here and explain the whole thing like I was trying to do, but like Nick really is different from that one bully of hers, right? But she remembers because of the scar, she remembers because of the experience that she's had with this one individual. So then she labels like all of them as like whatever, like but then he changes her point of view and like she remembers what the bully did. The bully ends up apologizing for like what he did when he was older or younger. So then she's like, huh. But then she still carried that around with her. Like she's not like she probably forgave what he did, but she's not gonna forget because of like the scars. I just watch the movie, bro. I don't even know what my point is anymore. Yeah, I got rumors about something that ruined my life, and now I avoid going back home because of them. Nah, I get you. Like things are impactful in life, like for sure. So you just gotta. It is what it is. What's your favorite video game in 2023? My favorite video game of 2023 is definitely Lethal Company. Lethal Company. You're mixing movies with reality? Um, what do you mean? Movies with reality? Isn't this reality? And then like I'm not saying like everything is like real, but like, like you can take some real messages from movies. Like anyway, why not Tears of the Kingdom? Oh, that's a great point. Great point. Yeah, Tears of the Kingdom was cool. I really enjoyed playing Tears of the Kingdom, but I haven't touched that game since. I was having fun playing the game. I'm scared. Like I don't know what to say. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? That's crazy. Totally not drawing Bumbo for an art study. Don't mind me. Oh no. Oh no. I don't even look my best right now, but it is what it is. But it yeah, just reflecting on this year, it's been crazy. Crazy. Again, thank you all for being here. All six of you is what it says. So the fact that people even like clicked on this at all and like, heard me for like 5 minutes means a lot, like actually. So it's a cartoon style, don't worry. Alrighty. Alrighty. But yeah, like actually hearing people like listen to me, I'm very grateful. But I'm also trying to like have people pay attention to like the messages that I'm giving, like, hey, I said this, I said that, I'm also saying like pay attention to other people because you never know who needs to be heard. Like seriously. Like when was the last time you told your brother, hey, I love you, or like I appreciate you, like don't be afraid to have like a deep talk with somebody too, because like sometimes people just need it. Like you never know. It could be somebody's final day, like tomorrow or today even, like, and you have to think like what made it there. I don't know, like you never know. That's all I'm saying. So just talk to people when you can, tell them you appreciate them. Also, if they ask you for something, like, and it doesn't have to be like one time. If they ask you for something multiple times, it means that they're like, hey, I would like to have this thing, and you could be the person to deliver. So like if you don't mind, I would really appreciate it, kind of thing. Like show people that they matter. Like again, if somebody has asked you for something and you haven't made it like a priority and you haven't like talked to them about making it a priority or anything like that, then do so. Like I said, I've asked people for things like these past few days. Like I'm not saying like anybody specifically, but like like I've asked people for things, and I'm like, hey, like this is how I'm feeling. It's not even like big things at all. Like I'm just like, hey, I would really like to do this thing, so if you don't mind, like I'm reaching out kind of thing. Like I'm trying to communicate and like talk to you about like this thing that I would like to happen, or whatever. And whenever they talk to me about things that they would like to happen, I'm not saying I make it like 100% that's my main focus, my priority or whatever, but I try to deliver in a timely manner. Like if I'm like, hey, I talk to them. I'm like, hey, honestly, I can't get to it today, but I will be free tomorrow, so I will get it to you tomorrow. And when I say that, I try to keep my word. I try to be a man of my word. Like, if I tell you I will do this tomorrow, I will make sure it is to you tomorrow, because I don't like when people wait on me, because it's like, dang, now I feel bad because you spent time thinking of this thing, and then you also spent time expecting this thing, you know? So I will do this thing, you know? Like, I got you. I will deliver. Like, I'm not, it's not, it doesn't have to be a priority kind of thing, but if you say you're going to do something, try to do it, you know? So just communicate, be genuine, you know? Don't hurt anybody. Like, think of others, you know? Like, even if you think of others all the time, it's okay to be selfish, but like, don't be too selfish, don't be too selfless. Like, try to balance everything if you can. Like, just do what you think is right, you know? Like, I get sometimes you don't want to, but sometimes you need to, you know? I like I said today, I was like, I need to stream today. If I do not stream today, I will not do it tomorrow. Like, today, like, I'm talking Saturday, I was like, yeah, if I don't stream like Friday, I'm not streaming Saturday. Like, that's what I said. And I said that yesterday. Yesterday I was like, oh, I'll stream today. I didn't end up streaming yesterday because I had other things I had to do, and then I was like, I could, but then some people needed me, kind of thing. Like, they just wanted to talk, they wanted to like get some stuff done and whatever. And I was like, okay, boom. But I have to do it tomorrow. I told myself I have to do it tomorrow. So then, you know, before, like a couple hours before stream started, I was just laying on my bed and I was like watching YouTube, and then I dozed off for like maybe 20 minutes, 20 minutes. And then I woke up and I was like, oh, what time is it? So then I looked at the time and I was like, okay, if I do not stream right now, I will not stream. Like, I will not have the last stream of like the year kind of thing, and reflecting and stuff like that. And then boom, here I am right now. I did it kind of thing. So try to keep my word to myself, you know. If you can't keep your word to yourself, at least try to do it for others, if that makes sense. I haven't been paying attention to the kick streams. That's all good. I would do anything to make sure people didn't suffer. I try to as well. I did something epic today. Nice. I love Tears of the Kingdom, and I think it's a better game than Breath of the Wild, but I think Breath of the Wild is better, lol. I know that sounds weird, but Breath of the Wild added a bunch of new stuff to change the formula, and Tears of the Kingdom added more to Breath of the Wild. That is a fair statement, because Tears of the Kingdom is basically just building off of the world that it already, like, created, if that makes sense. So, Breath of the Wild, I definitely understand, is definitely more series changing, and Tears of the Kingdom is more game changing. So I get that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's a step in the right direction. That's what I should say. Step in the right direction. Self care isn't being selfish, y'all. Of course, of course. Yeah, that was me, lol. I took away from stream. What are you talking about? I mean, again, whatever you take from this stream is what you take away from this stream, but it's mostly just for reflection. Like, I'm saying, because like, if you feel that way, just know you're not the only one. Cuz I have talked to multiple people in the past like few days, multiple people. I'm talking like friends, family, like, you know, like, I've talked to so many people, and it's just been weird. Like, it's not even in like the past few days. It's been like the past few months. It's been like the past year. Like, I just feel like people don't aren't listening, and like, they're not being, like, I'm not saying they're selfish, but like, they're not, it just seems like they don't care. Like, I get not caring sometimes. Like, I definitely understand. Like, if you're just like, hey, make sure you do this, blah blah blah. Like, you're just like, I'll get to the homework when I do the homework, kind of thing. Like, I was the same way in school. The teacher's just like, make sure you do your homework, this, that, and the third. Okay, I'm doing my homework. And then he tries to collect it the next day. I'm like, yeah, I didn't do it, bro. Sorry. Like, that's cool. Cause like, at the end of the day, you're just like, there's no consequence. He's just like, okay, well, just make sure you get it in, or like, why you're gonna fail, kind of thing. Like, you already accepted the consequences when you weren't gonna do it. But when it's like something major, like, you know, like, hey, I need you to do this, because if you don't do this, this can't happen. Like, I'm talking altering like everything for, like, not just yourself, but for multiple people. then that's when it's like, okay, it's different when it's like consequences for you, if that makes sense. But when it's consequences for multiple people, that's when you should probably be considerate, kind of thing. Like, in a class, and he's like, hey, you didn't do the homework. You're just like, okay, that's cool. It only affects me, like, that's cool. But, like, say if you don't do your homework, like, in class, you don't do your homework, and your whole row, like, did their homework. It's just like a group project, like, and that he's like, okay, because you didn't do your homework, your whole row now has to do double homework, like your whole row, and, like, not the rest of the class, your whole row has to do double homework because you specifically didn't do your homework. Like, wouldn't that be like terrible? Because then boom, these people are mad at you. They're like, bro, I did the homework, why didn't you do the homework? Like, now I have to do more work because you didn't do work. Yeah, that's, we'll see how long that lasts. That, like, that's very different. Like, that's a different thing. Like, it's okay accepting the consequences when it comes to you, but when it becomes a consequence for other people, that's when it's like, yo, okay, maybe I should do the homework, kind of thing. That's all I'm saying. So have you ever played Mario Wonder? No, actually. The funny thing about Mario Wonder is, so I don't know if you guys remember me talking about this, but so I bought two copies of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, like physical copies. I'm not even kidding. I bought one pre-ordered, and I thought they were having. I asked them when I pre-ordered it. I was like, "Hey, GameStop, are you guys doing a midnight release?" They said yes. The employees told me yes. So I said, "Okay, I'll be here at midnight." That's what I said. I'll be here at midnight, like, to pick up my pre-ordered, purchased copy of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Then I asked my cousins to go. No midnight release. Like, we're sitting in the parking lot for like 2 minutes. Nobody else is showing up. Like, nobody's there. Like, the Game Awards are still happening and stuff like that. So I'm like, bro, this is terrible. So then I look up other GameStops, and I'm like, midnight release GameStop near me. And then my cousin's like driving, and this is like maybe 5 minutes within Joker's reveal trailer. So we're at like a stoplight watching the Game Awards on our phone. Like 5 minutes, we're like 5 minutes behind because we're obviously, like, driving. So, like, signal isn't the best and stuff like that. So Joker is revealed. His fiance at the time calls him, and she's like, "Did you see the reveal? Do you know who's gonna be in Smash?" He's like, "No, who?" And then, like, boom, we see the trailer. Or, like, after she told him, like, she's like, "It's Joker from Persona 5." We see it like 3 seconds after, and we're like, "Oh, it's legit!" And he's like, he's frozen. He's frozen at the stoplight. I'm talking. He's like, and I'm like, the light's green. He's just still frozen. A car pulls up behind us, and they're like, "What is this guy doing?" Frozen. Like, I'm talking, just sitting in the car, just like, he's like frozen. We were just like, "Bro, the light's green. Let's go!" And then the car behind us whips around and then honks the horn past and drives and is mad, bro. And then we were like, bro, that's cool, that's dope, Joker's in the game. And I was like, this actually makes sense, because if you think about it, Ultimate's menu system is very similar to how Persona 5 did its menu system and stuff like that. And he was like, that's, I never thought this character was getting in. And I was like, that's awesome, I'm happy for you. Like, I guess you wanted, like, you wanted this character, so I'm glad that, like, you're happy about this. I was happy that this character got in because you wanted it to get in, kind of thing. So then, like, we finally drive all the way to the other GameStop. They're open. We're having a midnight release. They're talking about, like, the DLC already, like, Joker being in Smash, and then, like, pre-ordered copy comes with, like, Joy-Con, like, grips, and, like, a little pin and whatever. So, I purchased that copy of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and I played that ever since. And then, earlier this year when Super Mario Bros. Wonder was announced, I went to GameStop because we were going to GameStop for whatever reason. Then on my account they said, "Hey, you know you have a Super Smash Bros. Ultimate copy that you've never picked up." I was like, "Yeah, actually I do, but I keep forgetting every time I come to GameStop." So he's like, "So what we could do is we can transfer that pre-ordered purchased copy of Super Smash Bros. Ultimate into Mario Bros. Wonder, and you can have that pre-ordered too, since like you technically already bought like a game at equal value." And I was like, "Okay, say less. Yeah, I'll do that." So technically, I could go pick up a copy of Mario Bros. Wonder right now if I wanted to, but I don't know. I just haven't done it. Crazy, right? Just haven't done it. No, I mean like I was one of the people that made you not stream yesterday. Oh, got you. Yeah. Yeah, I was like this person needs me or this person wants to talk to me, so like I'll just be, there for them kind of thing. Yeah, it's okay to take care of yourself sometimes. I've had times where I'm too selfless and people took advantage of that, or I had to push my feelings to help someone else feel better. Not fun. Facts. I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Yuki says, "Mans can't process." I know. Like we were sitting at the stoplight for three like cycles. I'm talking. The light was green. The light went red. Light was green. Light went red, and then finally the light went green again. We were like, "Okay, bro, we gotta go," because like we're gonna miss the midnight release. And he was like, "Okay." He gathers his breath, and then like we start driving off. It was crazy. After Joker, we got Dragon Quest. Yep. We got crazy, right? W story reminds me of when whatever Sin Kiski was revealed in Guilty Gear Strive. I yelled at the top of my lungs in my school's robotics club, which is pretty dope, right? Like I feel you. Yeah, and then I fell asleep on the phone with you. LOL. Wild, exposing me. No, just kidding. Crazy. She meant on Discord, y'all. On Discord, not like my personal cell. Letting you know right now. On Discord. But yeah, that's the story of how I still have a cop. I mean, like I have a copy of Mario Bros. Wonder purchased, but like I don't have it physically on me. So yeah, falling asleep on the phone with people. Facts. There was this one time I was like having a panic attack, right? Or not like a panic attack. Yeah, I was having a panic attack, and like I haven't experienced like a major panic attack where I'm just like, but I thought I was gonna die kind of thing. Like I'm sitting there laying there and I'm like, bro, if I close my eyes, it's over kind of thing. So I'm like, please, I just need somebody to like, talk to. So I was like texting this one person, and then I was like, hey, do you mind if we like talk? And then like, if I stop talking, that means I'm asleep. And then can you like check on me tomorrow to like make sure I'm good? This person was like, uh, I don't know. It doesn't seem like the right thing to do. So I was like, okay. So we didn't call, and then I like panicked, or I didn't panic, but I thought I was dead. Like I went to sleep, and like I guess I had a dream, or I don't even think I dreamt. I just remember like waking up the time I had to wake up, and I was like, oh, what a relief! It was like you ever take like that big. Oh my gosh, it was terrifying. Terrifying. I was so terrified. Like so like when somebody's like, "Hey, I need you to do something like this, like please because like this is my fear." Like I'm like, "Okay, I got you." Like if you're scared of heights, just know I'm equally scared of heights with you, but like don't ask me to like skydive with you. Like don't do that. You're putting me in a almost similar dangerous situation kind of thing. But if you're like, hey, I don't like walking close to the edge because I am scared of heights. And if I'm at a comfortable height, I'm like, okay, I got you. I'll stand on the edge or not, as long as they're railing. Like if there's railing, I'll like stand like closer to the edge and you can stay a little bit further back kind of thing. Like, like as long as we're cool together, we're cool, but like don't ask me to go skydiving. You're wild for that, You once almost gave me your number on a kick stream though. Yo, chill. uh Mans can get a game but just doesn't. I don't know. Like the thing is, I hardly go to GameStop. That's the fried thing. I hardly ever went to GameStop, and when I did, I just forgot to get the game that I forgot I pre-ordered, and like at the back of my mind, I knew I had it pre-ordered, but then I was like, do I need it? Because I already have another physical copy. So like when they're like, hey, this new game is coming out, and like you will just transfer the same thing over. I'm just like, oh, okay. Haven't been to a GameStop since. Like seriously, I haven't been to a GameStop since. Like I could go pick it up anytime. Like anytime. Like right now. But like I just haven't. Yo, chill. I had my first panic attack and I thought I was having a heart attack. Like I don't even know if I was like panicking. I just was worried like, hey, if I close my eyes and I don't think I'm going to wake up kind of thing. Like you guys ever feel that way sometimes? Or like you're sleeping and then like your body wakes you up like you just or like you feel like you're falling and then like you wake up like you just feel yourself like slowing down or something. Like, bro, that's me. So but I don't want to say I've had like a super panic attack when I don't even know if I had like a panic attack because I don't know if I've experienced one or like people that do experience them like all the time. Like I'm not saying they describe it to me or whatever, but it's like I don't know if I've had one kind of thing. I don't remember my first panic attack, but I remember my first existential crisis. Me too, actually. I remember like sleeping. It's always when I'm just sleeping, bro, or like about to go to sleep. I'm just like, but I remember being so scared, feeling so. I don't even want to talk about it because if I talk about it, I might trigger some things or like some people. So maybe I shouldn't. Be scared together. Nah, but like sometimes I'm too scared. I won't breathe in my sleep, and then I just don't sleep. Yep, felt that. I only know mine was a panic attack because I ran to my brother because I thought it was a heart attack. Oh, gotcha. Makes sense. Makes sense. Felt you on that. Felt you on that. Um. Okay, so we're what 2 hours and almost 30 minutes into the stream, and it's like 10:30, for me. So I think I should take this time and say, hey, you YouTube is an option for me. I haven't been streaming on here frequently like I used to, but I'm not giving up on this channel, just like you shouldn't give up on me. So just another lesson. But I will try to stream a little bit more. Um, I'm also waiting for games to feel like good again, if that makes sense. Like I'm not tired of all the games that I've been playing. Like I've been playing like Lethal Company. Like I've played Smash like now. I haven't played that like in a while. But I am able to play like Switch games again. I have my PS4 here, but I don't have it plugged in because like that's been difficult. But I do want to get back into the groove of things. It's just that I want to figure out what I can play. I also want something kind of new and like fresh, airy, if that makes sense. So like Lethal Company has been like that breath of fresh air in a good way because it's like I get to watch that or I get to experience that where it's like with my friends, but then I also get scared because, it's actually genuinely terrifying sometimes, but it's also goofy. It's something like, it's not super terrifying where it's like, bro, oh my gosh, like, but it feels like a breath of fresh air, like from playing Phasmophobia to like Demonologist, and now like there's Lethal Company. Like there's an objective, like we're all just doing like our own thing, and then now that we're playing with mods, it's a lot of fun too. But I'm waiting for something to feel good again, if that makes sense. Like there's been a lot of single player experiences recently, which is cool because they're great experiences. Like Spider-Man 2, I haven't got the chance to play because obviously I don't have a PS5, but like I got a chance to play. I just said I didn't have a chance to play because I don't have a PS5. I mean, I didn't get a chance to play my own version of that game, but I got to dabble in it because my cousin owns the copy. So he let me play just, a little bit of it. So I did. Fantastic game, by the way. I'm surprised it didn't win any awards, like at all. Like it got robbed at the Game Awards, like seriously. So that was disappointing. But fantastic game. Like that was amazing. Like there's a lot of good single player experiences, coming out and stuff like that. But then there's not a lot of multiplayer experiences coming out. That's the part where I'm just like, I wish that was more of a thing. Like, because I would like, and I mean, like, some people are just like Minecraft, Roblox, this, that, and the third, but like that can only help so much, like that can only help so much. Because at the end of the day, Minecraft, you're doing the same thing, whether it's modded or not. Like I enjoy Minecraft sometimes, but like, if I had to make it a weekly thing, I'm just like, I don't know if I can do this like every week. Like, I did try making a server and stuff like that, and like now that's gone because like I messed up. That's like I could get it again, but it's not. I don't want to go back to that world because personal reasons, as you know. But like, I don't. We could start fresh. It's just what will be different about this next experience? I feel like that's what I'm always asking myself. What will be different about this next experience, That's what I'm waiting for. Like I'm waiting for a new game to make things feel different. Like we could play Jackbox and stuff like that, but like it will be a different experience and those are fun because like you're sitting here laughing, but I'm waiting for another game kind of like similar to Lethal Company. Like Lethal Company, I feel like every experience you play is different, always different. It's because it's random. Just like when we played Muck, it was different because it's like, oh, what are we gonna like what enemies are we gonna see during this one? Like when are these things gonna show up? Like Muck was fun, like and we beat the game like 4 times and we were like, yeah, we're cool. I don't think we're gonna touch this game anymore. I was cool because I was just getting to hang with the homies, and it was a different experience every time. Like the first time we played, I was OP, bro, and like Austin went to go mow his lawn for like 3 hours. Don't ask me why it took so long, because I couldn't tell you. But I just remember sitting on this game for 3 hours waiting for Austin to come back, and it was just me and Pigeon. We were overpowered, bro. So I'm sitting there killing enemies that should be killing Austin, but they weren't killing Austin. So I'm like, bro, he should be dead right now. Like I'm sitting here swinging all around him and stuff like that, and like these are powerful enemies. Like I'm talking, we had like 50 bosses on us at one time, but I was still killing them in like 3 hits, bro. Like it was crazy. But who knows? Who knows? I just keep asking what will be the next different experience about Minecraft, even if we do it with mods, because we played mods like if you go to Austin's channel, we had like what Dark RPG. That was different. That was cool. That was kind of like refreshing. But then they changed it, like in a bad way. They changed it in a bad way. So that was boring, or not boring, but it wasn't fun because it wasn't like I was just playing because I like hanging out with the homies. That's how it always is. I like hanging out with the homies. It doesn't matter what we play as long as we're playing. I will not play Mario Party though. I am saying it right now. If any of you are like, "Yeah, play Mario Party." No, we're not playing no Mario Party. I hate Mario Party. The reason why you're probably like, "Why do you hate Mario Party so much?" My luck is terrible. I do not care what it is. My luck in Mario Party is the worst. Like if I like I could be lucky at some things for sure in like any experience like somewhere else. But Mario Party just somehow is able to summon all of my bad luck out in a matter of seconds. I promise you not. It does not matter if I am even lucky in Mario Party, bro. Mario Party is the worst experience. But other than that, if somebody's like, "Hey, let's just play this game," I'm not playing League of Legends either. I'm letting you know that right now. But like, if it's a like a multiplayer game that like has a simple concept and stuff like that, like I'll play. Like Minecraft or Terraria or like like something casual, like sure I'll play because like it's about chilling with the homies doing this. Like I'll play I don't even like Halo, and I played Halo with like Austin and Pigeon, because it's something they find enjoyment in. Like they trash talk me sometimes, which is fried because it's like, okay, like, yeah, I'm pretty terrible at this game. I haven't been playing it for years like you guys have, but I'm having fun just spending time with you guys. And they do the same thing for me, which is cool. So like I don't mind. It's just that we have to like just know I will get bored easily. I'm not saying like, yeah, make it so much fun that I don't get bored kind of thing, but like I like having a different experience, even if it's in the same game. Like I've been doing that since I was like little, kind of thing. Oh snap! Jam with the $2 super chat, bro. Right on, Jam. Okay, I have a few things to tell you because I saw on Instagram, bro. One, I am sorry for your loss, brother. Two, like genuinely, if you ever need somebody to talk to, I'm here. Like you can reach out, talk to me whenever. And I know you're probably like, well, I can't talk to you because you're not in the best state of mind now or whatever. But like that doesn't matter. If you just need somebody to listen, bro, I'm here. Like it doesn't matter what we talk about. I will be here to listen. I have proven time and time again. If you just need somebody to listen, I am here. Like, and I expect it. I'm not saying I expect the same thing from you, but I know some of you will be willing to do the same thing as well. So again, I'm sorry for your loss, brother. Two, I'm grateful you're still finding ways to like put a smile on your face, even though like you've gone through something so tragic. But like you have a good support system, and you've reflected that through your stories and like and your experiences. So I hope you continue to have good times because uh you deserve them. That's all. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know that because I didn't take the time to reach out like when I saw it happen because I didn't have the words to say. I did not have the words to say at all. But I was like, oh snap, that's crazy. Like I was sad that day, but I was like, bro, I'm not even the person going through like the worst thing right now. So like I was sad that day, but like when I saw like you going through something like that, I was like, bro, what are you sad about? Like get over it. Like get over yourself right now. Like somebody else is going through something like somebody is going through something more tragic than you are right now. So like, just toughen up a bit. Like toughen up for the day. That's what I told myself. So I didn't have the words to tell you that day because I was definitely sad. But I hope you heard the words that I just shared just now. But I mean, I genuinely mean it. Like seriously. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you so much, man. Can't believe how long you've been in my life for a little kid to an adult, and you still are number one, man. You're gonna make me cry, bro. Chill. Chill. Like I said, y'all are growing up. Y'all are growing up. Like I'm grateful to be part of your like journeys and like lives and stuff like that, and I'm so grateful you guys are in mine. Like what a coincidence, like the chances of things happening. So I'm like grateful. So like again, this whole last stream of 2023 is again a reflection, and I've said that multiple times throughout this stream. And I didn't think anybody would stick around or like be here. I just wanted to like this stream could have been like a good 30 minutes of me just talking like to nobody and like saying things that I wanted to say to like myself and look back on kind of thing, which happens a lot because like sometimes when I record videos I want to do the same thing like I did in my last video, but this stream was supposed to be it because it's like these are the last few days of 2023. I will no longer be in 2023. That's how I'm looking at it. Like in the present, I will no longer be in 2023. Like and future me will say, "Boy, 2023. I can't believe I thought that was my worst year." Or like maybe it will still be my like worst year, who knows? But like it'll still be a time of reflection because in the present looking towards the future and also reflecting on the past. It's just a time video, like a time capsule, like how things will change, how things have changed, how things were going on. I don't know. Like you get what I'm saying? Like it's just a time video. Like it's something that will leave a mark in a way. That's all I'm trying to say. But yeah, sorry for your loss. Sending prayers and hugs for you and your family. Exactly. Like you gave me motivation that day because again like I was like, bro, what are you sad about? Like you're not even going through, like, somebody you know is going through something a little bit worse than yours. I say a little bit, but a lot of it, like, worse than what you're going through. Because, like, what? Heartbreak compared to, like, losing a loved one? Yeah, okay. Can't even compare. But grief. It's still grief at the end of the day. Like, yeah, it is grief. But, like, being heartbroken compared to, like, losing somebody that you, like, genuinely cared for. Like, again, they can be related, but, like, I'm talking, you're, the difference between my situation and your situation is I'm missing somebody that's still around. You're missing somebody that is no longer around and will never be around. Like, that's the difference. Missing something you can technically still see again, and then missing something you maybe won't see again. That's the sad thing, because, like, we don't know. Like, we don't know. I don't know. I never will know until I get there, like, and I don't know when that time's gonna come. It's just gonna come, like, it'll be here. So, like, crazy. Also, don't know exactly what happened, but sorry for your loss if you're still here. Yeah. Thank you guys, like, for supporting another Bumbo Clan member. Like, actually, like, condolences. Random thought: do you guys find that older movies, like soundtracks from the older Disney movies, are better than the ones now, or no? Excuse me. I think it depends. Cause I like some older movies, but I also like newer movies too. But it's not that I'm just gonna sit here and, like, listen to the score, cause then I'm gonna sound like an old head. Cause it's like, bro, there's not good music these days. You know how it goes, But then the kids in this generation are like, bro, this is so, like, different. Like, this is, like, new age. Like, I'll just be quiet. What was I saying? 2 hours and 35 minutes. This is insane. So tomorrow for me will be a day of reflecting more, like, by myself, because, like, I'll probably work on things. I'll probably reach out to some people, but I won't, like, genuinely be 100%. I'll probably be at, like, a good 40%, like, of me, because the rest of myself will be, like, in my head, if that makes sense. It's just something that I need to do. That's how I'm looking at it. It's just something I need to do. Like, I'll probably try and still be creative, but, like, I need to also take time to, like, reflect, because the next day will be my final day in 2023, and then the next day after that, or technically, that same day will be a change in the universe. Like, change in the universe, but it'll be a change in the time, because, like, I'm growing with time, and time is never stopping. Like, it does not matter what you do, time will never stop. Life moves on, the world moves on, kind of thing. It'll stop. It doesn't even stop for a second. Not even a second. People say the world stands still sometimes, but it really doesn't. It really does not. Like, I remember, I could tell you one year I thought something drastic was going to happen, and that's 2012, like, over 10 years ago. Like, everybody was like, oh yeah, the Mayan calendar ends. Like, why'd they stop? I was terrified, because it's like, did they know something we don't, kind of thing, So, like, I was thinking about, like, the Mayan calendar, and, like, how that ended in, like, 2012. So I stayed up, what, December, when was the last day of the Mayan calendar? December 21st, 2012. So, like, a few days before Christmas. I'll have to look this up. The end of the Mayan calendar. Ends in 2012. Or maybe I should look up what was the last day. What was the last day of the Mayan calendar? Yep, December 21st, 2012. That whole night, yeah, that whole night, I stayed up because I was terrified. I thought the world was actually going to end. Like, I was like, bro, if all I have to do is just stay up till midnight and I'll be cool. And I had school the next day, but I was terrified. I'm talking terrified, because I was like, in ancient civilization, do they know something that we don't? Like, what's going on? Like, I, I want to see what's gonna happen. So, I was just like, please, like, I just want to make it. So I remember laying down. My brother was sleeping. My mom was sleeping, and I was like, okay. I couldn't even tell you how old I was. I just know I had school the next day, and I was like, did I have school? No, I was on break. Yeah, I was on break because like it's almost Christmas. Yeah, I don't know why I was like I had school the next day. Nah, I was on break, but I was terrified because I was like, okay, school's over. I don't know if I'm gonna see these people again next year, like or when I get back from break, from school. So I was just like, hey, that's what I did. I said, hey, I'll see you when I see you. That's what I said. Um, so December 21st, 2020. No, I said 2020, 2012. I stayed up all night and I was like, bro, I am terrified. Like, if this is the end of the world, what's gonna happen? Am I gonna feel like an earthquake? Am I like, is everything just gonna turn bright white and I'm not gonna see anything? So like that happened and I was like, I just need to make it to the 22nd. I remember checking my phone, or I remember almost like sleeping and I was like scared, bro. I was scared. I was like, I can't go to sleep. What if it happens and I doze off? I remember being so tired, but I was keeping my eyes open. I was like, I just have to watch something that'll like keep my interest in like entertainment, like play a game or something, because I cannot doze off. And the thing is, if my family is sleeping and something does happen, I want to be the first to like wake them up and say, hey, we gotta go, like we gotta go like right now. Like this is not a joke. Like this is not a drill either. Like we gotta go. Like we gotta figure out something. That's what I was trying to do, but it was terrifying. I remember that day. Like, but they said my whole point of telling that story was because that's the day that they said the world ended. Like, that's a rumor. It could be true. It could not be true. Like, I don't know. Like, what do you believe in? Like, because 10 years, no, like 11 years, yeah, 11 years later, we're still, I feel like I'm still here, but I don't even know if something happened. Like, like I'm still experiencing this thing, so, but was I terrified? Of course. Time still moved. The world didn't stand still for a second. Like that day I thought time was going to stand still. I thought everything was going to stop, like something was going to happen. No, the world never stops moving. Like ever. Time never stops moving. So, wow, old music is so bad. Metro Boomin, make it boom. Crazy. I don't know. I listen to the scores of every movie that I've watched because that's something I love to do. Makes sense. Time is a weird thing for sure, for sure. Good to see you got a new second monitor. Yeah, actually. So, like, I don't know. Like, for those that have been watching my kick streams, I straight up was like not doing anything for like a good while. Like, I was using my single monitor because it took like forever. The fact that my second monitor broke was even like so upsetting. So I was like, I was so discouraged. So like when I got a second monitor, I was like, okay, finally I can get back to work. I can get back to like, being creative, making music. I can get back to this because I just felt limited. Like I can't look at Discord and like make music at the same time. Like I did that on a laptop, but like now that I have experienced like two monitors, I can't go back to that because if I did, then it just feels like I'm taking steps backwards. Like if I can multitask, I like multitasking. The fact that I have to do this and then do that, like one at a time, is not cool. Cause like I'm just like I can literally do this and this at the same time, like no problem. Like it's not hard. Like the fact that I can do that now. So it is what it is. Smiling Marcus says, "Yo, what's good? Long time no see. I miss you so much." That means a lot, bro. Like seriously. Like also thank you for the comments on like my shorts and like videos like asking when I was going to come back. You have been one of the motivations for me to come back. Like seriously. Shout outs to Ben as well. You have also been one of the motivations to come back. And then Vimo yesterday. Yeah. It was either yesterday or 2 days ago. Vimo asked, "Hey, so like why haven't you been streaming?" So thank you three because you guys are the first three I can name at the top of my head that have been like you checked up on me for that. You guys are the motivation for today's stream, so thank you. Like thank you. So thank you guys for that. Bumbo, if the world is ending, Where are you going? I don't know, bro. That's what I'm saying. It was just 2012. I didn't know what was happening, bro. Uh-oh. See? It did the thing. You saw how I froze for a second. It did the thing. Sorry. So, I didn't know if the world was ending, bro. I was just like, I gotta do something. So I stayed up. I was just terrified. It wasn't just fear for me. Actually, it was fear for me because like I was just like, bro. But I was also terrified for them too. So it was like a bunch of fear on top of like fear on fear. So like I was like, we gotta do something, bro. That's what I was thinking at the time. But yeah, I'm going where it's warm. Say less. If you could, whoa. If you would in 24 and no one else knew, who would you tell? Who would I tell? That's a good question. If I knew it was going to happen, who would I tell? Uh, I don't know. Cause what would what would be the case? You know what I mean? Like if I told them, hey, this is it. Like what would we do? Like, would they treat me different? Would they like be concerned? Would they be like, well, now that this is happening, I'm gonna tell you every mistake that you made in your entire life. All right, step one, or like, the first thing you did, you were born, you know, like, and then second thing, you looked at me funny, you know, kind of thing, or like, you know. But I'm sure it wouldn't be like that. But you know, like at the end of the day, it's still kind of just another day, and the fact that you will be gone the next day, you know, like you technically don't have to deal with the consequences of like what you do. So like does it matter? I don't know. I feel like I'd ponder. That's something I could write down because that's a genuinely good question. Like something I could write down and like maybe tell like a story to, or like I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know. That's a good question though. Never back down, never give up, never surrender, never back down, never what? Do you want to play Gartic Phone sometime? Actually, I'm down. Yeah, yeah, I'm down. Uh, do any of you have Lethal Company? Does anybody want to play for a little bit? Like, it's almost 11 now, and I have been talking for like 2 hours and like 46 minutes. And I know some of you guys are like, I don't like horror games and stuff like that, but this one's goofy. This is a goofy horror game, if that makes sense. Like, yes, there's still some creepy things in it, but like, it's fun. It's fun. Anybody, like, you guys don't have to watch. That's the thing. Like, you could be here for the message received and say, hey, this is cool. But if you can do me one favor, and I'm serious when I say this too. If you could do me one favor, like seriously, please, like please, 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 please. I'm genuinely asking you for this. Like, it could be a favor. You don't have to, but I would like for you to. Okay, I would like for you to. It would mean a lot to me, and I would really appreciate this as well. Okay, if you had a moment in this stream where you related, like I'm talking genuinely to your core, if you related, if you can go back, clip it, or at least leave a timestamp in the comments or anything like that, I would like to see the clips. I would like to see the timestamps. I would like to see anything, and then you can have like an explanation of why this stuck to you or whatever. That way I can have more to go back to and not regret, if that makes sense. Because yes, this stream is mostly for me to reflect on, but if you also can reflect on it, or if you can have a moment of like a quote or something like that, then I know it's more meaningful to me at the end of the day. So if you can clip it, if you can like make a edit video or something, like I would genuinely appreciate it, because that means it means more than what I think it does. You know, like to me it just means like one thing. But if it can mean multiple things for multiple people, then it'll mean more. And that'll just mean that it's better than I thought it was, kind of thing, you know? I left something behind. You get what I'm saying? Like I left a good mark. I made a good quote. I did this. Like I can reflect on that even more. Like it's for my benefit, but it's also for your benefit. Like I would genuinely appreciate that. That's what I'm trying to say. You don't have to, but if you could, it would mean a lot. It would mean a lot. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay? That's it. That's it for that part. I wouldn't want to tell my family to worry them, but that's kind of selfish. I mean, that's true, but I don't want people sucking up to me. That's true too. The trick is you tell one person to tell everyone else. It depends on how fast they're gonna tell people. But do you want everyone knowing? That's an even better question. You wouldn't want to worry your family and friends. That's true. No, I'm just saying it's a loophole option if you wanted. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'll get Lethal Company soon. Say less. Want to watch Discord memes or something? Actually, if you guys have any like good Discord memes or anything like that, I would love to see them in the Discord. Like actually, like I haven't been in like memes or like jokes or anything like that in the Discord in a good minute. But if you want to put them in general chat, I'm allowing you guys to put them in general chat like every just don't overload and like make that the only focus. Like have it like every now and then cuz I would love to see something like that. I feel like that'd be awesome. Also, do you know Gimkit? It's fine if you don't. What is that? I related to everything you've said tonight. Say less. I got a timestamp already. Around 31 minutes in. I'll get exact numbers after stream. Say less. I sent you a message on Discord. I don't know if you saw it though. I did not. I haven't been checking Discord really. But okay, let me respond. All right, cool. Lethal Company seems boring to me. Okay. Not my type. That's fine. I would, but I got Xbox. Got you. Wait, can you put like videos on the stream? You could. The thing is, you could. Oh, you're asking me if I could put videos on the stream. I mean, I could, but like, it depends, y'all. It depends on what kind of videos. Me misspelling. Oh my gosh. No, you're good. Are you gonna react to memes this stream or? I mean, not really. Okay, I'll tell you what. So, I'll tell you what. Would you guys be willing to? Probably not. I know. You're probably not willing to, but would you guys be willing to? This is just as a question, okay? Just a question. If I did another stream on Kick tonight, like maybe for like 30 minutes, would you guys go and like be part of that stream? Like, just asking. Like on Kick. Like, I know some of you are like, oh, I don't have a Kick account. I don't have this. I don't have that. I gotcha. I was just, genuinely curious because, like, again, I don't want to like alter the entire thing of like this stream, if that makes sense. Like, it could be like a good, like, lasting mark, but I don't know. Just genuinely curious. I think that's what Marcus means. Say less. Is it late? Or it is late, and I'm getting kind of tired, so I think I'm gonna dip. But it has been. But it has been have. Have a good rest of your day slash afternoon slash night, and a happy new year, y'all. Thank you, Yuki. You to you. You to you. Same to you as well. Same to you as well. I would go. I'm there for most of your Kick streams. Say less. Depends what's on the stream. Since I want to draft my thank you documents. Got you. I would, but I'm hecking tired. Gotcha. Most likely though, yeah. So fun. Oh my gosh. Why? How was your Christmas? My Christmas? It was decent. I spent it with the people I care about the most right now. So that was cool. But uh, I have different opinions on Christmas. So if you genuinely want to know, I can tell you. I could tell you. It's okay because you fumbled your words too. Facts. Bye, Yugi. Even the rest of the year, or enjoy the rest of the year. I said even. Yeah, but have a good rest of your year. And I'll see you next year. Terrible, right? I got the most comfy rope ever. You said rope or robe? Comfy rope? Like you talking like silly string or like? I also got a new keyboard. I love it so much. Say less. Say less. Bro, why does Google translate robe? It's a rope. I'm sorry. I was just curious. But yo, awesome though. You got a robe. That's what's up. He said the line. I'll see you next year. So terrible. But you know, like I think I think my first stream of the year will be something meaningful for you guys for sure. Maybe even video worthy. Yeah. I'll be quiet. I don't want to say too much because, like, Ben says, I haven't showered since last year. Oh no, not the shower. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh. do, 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 do. But yeah, you guys are right. It is getting kind of late, so talking for almost 3 hours now. 3 hours to. Okay, so like, what if I do this every year? So like, if I plan out every year to talk for at least an hour longer than I did the previous year, so like, so this year is 2023, so I talk for 3 hours and some change. Next year, I talk for 4 hours and some change. Then the year after that, 5 hours and some change until we get to like, you know, how many hours would 24 be? What, 40, 40, I don't know. Just a joke. I'm not actually doing that. I feel like that's a lot of time. What do I have to talk about for like 24 hours? I mean, I could talk 24 hours. I feel like I'm capable of doing so for sure, but I haven't been outside since last year. Oh, we need to do Project Suit game night again. Of course. I definitely want to bring back Project Suit game nights again. Again, since stuff happened this year. I like the last Project Suit event, I was like miserable. I'm talking the last Project Suit event that I did was the premiere, and like bro, everything was like the timing was terrible because I had everything planned. I had a plan and things didn't go according to plan. I feel like whenever I make a plan, things don't go to plan because every somebody else has like another idea for me, bro, and it's so irritating because like when is my plans gonna be like priority, not just for myself but like for everything, like I had a plan to do a game night and then like also an episode reveal. Like I still had the premiere to do, so like while everything was going on within that week, like I was miserable because of the event. Like I still had to do a premiere, so you know what I had to do? I had to fake like not feeling awful or wanting to cry and talk to everybody while also showing the episode that I worked so hard on like for the past like 2 months prior. No, not even 2 months prior, like 6 months prior, no, 5 months prior, waiting on a few fight scenes and like trying to get the whole episode out and continue the story of Project Suit. And like, bro, I was so upset, like upset because I was wanting to cry. I was wanting to not even have it, but I didn't want to cancel because like it was important because I already planned it. I already told people about it. And I mean like yeah, life happens, but if I didn't do it then when was I going to do it? A month later? Nah, no thanks. Like I'd rather just suffer in silence for like 20 to 30 minutes or like an hour instead of delaying it and then like suffering like miserably like a whole whatever. You get what I'm saying? Like I still did it. So I want to do another game night. Project Suit is still in the works. Like I'm serious. I'm still working on episode 5. I'm just waiting on extra lines. I'm saying extra lines, but like key lines that actually affect the episode. I'm waiting on. And then I have more content coming out. Like I have a plan. I hate that I just said I had a plan prior and it was never a priority for like anybody else but me. So now I have another plan. I have another plan. I just need it to be actually prioritized. I'm asking the universe. I have plans. Please make them prioritized because whenever I have like a major plan or whatever, it just seems like it's not falling in line with whatever you have in store for me. Which, you know, if it's supposed to be my lifelong like reason or whatever, like you're doing this for the better, I appreciate it, but please just allow some of my plans to work out. That's all I'm asking. Like, let me have some good and some bad. I don't mind. Just, you know, just give me a warning sometimes. That's what I'm really asking for. A warning. Like, if it's gonna not go to plan, tell me. But if it is, then, like, you know, like, give me a sign. Universe or whoever. You know, I'm trying to be the best version of me, and sometimes I can't do that if, I don't know, like, ahead of time. Like, you know, you can't tell me to be at an event if I don't know the event's happening. I mean, I can be, but like, I mean, I was last time. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm talking. Just there I go. Like, people think I'm crazy. People think I'm crazy. Oh God, in 21 years, crazy. Imagine. But you run out of stuff to talk about, surely. Do you know me, bro? No, I'm just kidding. I probably will. I don't know. We'll see. He had an actual calendar for it too, and like life got in the way and messed everything up. It's true. I had a whole thing planned. Like I have a calendar for things that I plan and stuff like that, and some things just do not go according to plan because something happens, bro. It's insane. It's so sad. I tried to tell you to take a night to yourself. I couldn't. If I did, then it would have. It wouldn't have been a night. It would have been a whole few months, a year. So you know sometimes it's like if you know you have to do something, just get it over with. That's how I feel sometimes. Like the same thing happened because I had to go to somebody's birthday party. Like within a few weeks, I had to go to somebody's no, yeah, within a week or something. I had to go to somebody's birthday party, and I was like, okay. So the ones that are closest to me sat me down. I'm talking like sat me down in a chair, and they're like, "Hey, sit down." And I was like, "Okay." They talked to me. They're like, "So you are not good, and you have to go. Like, you don't have to, but it would be best if you did." Kind of thing. It would be best if you went to this event. If you We know you're not feeling okay, but can you fake it? Because this was weird to me because I've never been told this like ever. They said they can tell when other people are like, you know, not having a good time and it's like a problem, but you personally, if you are not having a good time or you're angry and you're sad or whatever, like it's different when it's you because you are like the life or like you bring cheer, you bring joy or whatever. I was so surprised by that because I was like I I never knew you guys felt that way, like, and I didn't know I had that big of an impact, if that makes sense. So when they said that, I was like, dang, interesting. And it felt nice kind of feeling that, but like I hope it's not like a curse. I hope it's more of a blessing than a curse, if that makes sense. You know, because like if I'm cursed to never being able to express how I actually feel, and if I do actually feel some kind of way, and it's not in a good way, I hope I don't bring the spirits down of everybody and everybody feels that way and then we'll never have like a good time when I want to be real, if that makes sense. I don't know. It was just something I thought about, but Yeah, crazy. Sorry that I kind of just ditched Project Suit like I did. Hey man, stuff happens. We're still chugging. We're still. I say chugging because I was gonna say like a train. We're still like running. Like we're still moving forward with that. So I get it. Like not a big deal. And again, you're not the first person, if that makes sense as well. So like like I again, when I started Project Suit, I reached out to the Bumbo clan first because you guys were my inspiration for the entire thing. Like I was like, hey, you guys are the people that have been with me since day one, so I want to reach out to you guys and see what you guys are capable of doing. I said you guys are all talented, and I still mean that to this day. You guys are all talented. So like if you want to help me come up with something and like be part of this journey slash experience something, being part of like a team, a project, then you can say you've done this like on your resume kind of thing. Like it's helping you gain skills and like talking to people and like doing something, being part of a project kind of thing. That's all I've wanted. So that's why I talked to the Bumbo clan first. Some people said they were going to voice act for me, and then they ended up like not talking to me about like the whole Project Suit thing. I'm not going to treat them any different because it's like I understand like you couldn't, like you don't have to. That's the thing. I'm gonna still try to do what I'm doing at the end of the day, and I'm grateful for the team that I have no matter what. Like, all my voice actors, all my script writers, all my new composers, all my like everybody that's part of the team, like art designers and stuff like that. Like everybody that is part of the team, I am so grateful for. I just again, I hope they never give up on me. Do not give up on me because I am trying to make this show go on. I'm trying to keep it going and stuff like that. It's just, life is hitting hard sometimes and like people don't have time. And it is a passion project at the end of the day. And I mean that. It is a passion project. I am very passionate about this story that I want to tell. And the thing is, it is not restricted to Super Smash Bros. That's the thing. If I take this story and I just change the characters and make them real and I pitch it to like Cartoon Network, it could be like Ben 10. It could be like, something long lasting and it can have like a fan base and all that. And I could do that eventually in the future or something like that. But since this is just a small passion project right now, I'm just hoping to help people build their resumes. Like people that are trying to get into voice acting can say, "Yeah, I voice acted for this character, and I'm doing the same thing." Like with me composing for like a show, me doing the same thing for like audio engineering for like vocals, like for voice actors and like voice actresses. Like I'm doing the same thing. I am building my resume. I am, I can say I script wrote. I wrote something. I wrote an idea down, and it's popular. I can say I've done all those things. That's what Project Suit was. So just you having a small fraction or a tiny part of it is like fantastic. That was the goal. Like I just wanted to like, help somebody create something, or they're also helping me create something. So it's a bigger picture kind of thing. Like it's not something small. It will be big. I guarantee it will be. Like, and I don't want to cancel it. It's not just for me. Like I hope my voice actors never give up on me. Like, I hope we don't grow far apart because it's a good idea. I just want them to see it too. But I don't want to reveal too much because if they know too much, then they'll be all like, it is what it is. But, like, as I reveal it, like, they're growing with the project. That's the thing. They're growing into their characters, they're growing into the story. Like, they're investing their time into it. It's an investment. That's what it is. You're investing your time into something and you're going to see hopefully the end result. I just don't want them to give up on me. That's why I'm like freaking out about like, getting lines in and I'm like trying to like cuz time is limited. I don't know how much time I have. I don't know how much time we're going to have. Like people are already talking about the next Smash Bros. And like if the next Smash Bros happens, I'm still going to be playing this one and I'm still going to be working with this one. Like I can't just carry it over into the new game cuz I don't even know if it'll be the same. So like, people are waiting for like the new, the fresh, and whatever. So I'm trying to do as much as I can with the amount of time that I have, if that makes sense. So it's like, people are growing, people are going through life, they're trying to do whatever, and I'm not rushing anybody. I know things will all fall in line, but at the same time, the thing about machinimas, especially Smash machinimas, is the fact that people do not finish their series most of the time. And I do not want to fall into that cliche because that is if I know I have such a good story, I do not want to leave it on a cliffhanger. I want to get it out like entirely, and then like because we've created this world. It's not just like, this tiny thing, like a tiny little story. It's a whole world. We built a whole world around this entire thing. And I want somebody to look into that world and be like, yeah, that's a good world kind of thing. Like it's just like reading a book series. Like imagine if Twilight never got a second book, even though it left on a cliffhanger, right? I haven't read Twilight, but I assume it left on a cliffhanger. But like still, it's just like Harry Potter. It's like, Lord of the Rings. It's like all those stories, like Star Wars, like it has potential. People are looking into worlds like that to this day, and then, it's like something that was impactful for them. That's what I want Project Suit to be. That's all it is. Bro, here I am rambling about Project Suits. Crazy. Wait, where are you supposed to put videos on this again? So you can clip some of the moments, and if you clip them, you can add them to the Discord, or you can like tag me, put like at Bumbo like in your title or your description, and I'll get notified for it, so I can see like what you clipped, or what video you made of it. So if you want to do that, I would appreciate it. Or you can just leave a timestamp on like in the comments, so I can do that. See it too for their, you know, media or general, but try not to spam general with the videos. Would be best if you put it in media chat though. You could put it in general, you could put it in clips for the stream, you could put it in what else? Media. Yeah, I guess you could put it in media, just somewhere where you think I'll see it. Or you can message it to me. Like if we share like a server or something, like you can message it to me and I'll take a look at it. Again, leave it to where you think I'll see it. I'm over here trying to do my lines but having mic issues and other crap because my fam is heckin' loud. I will get those lines to you before the new year. I will bet my life on it. Okay. But if we hear that, no, just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I understand. You've directed, produced, composed, etc. the entire project. Exactly. I've had experience directing, and it's something I can put on my resume. Some people think it's amateurish, which is fine. But if you give me a chance to do something like that, like outside of like Project Suit, I can say, okay, I can take the skills that I have obtained from this amateur or like, little project that, could be something bigger. Because I don't like saying things are little, because like, oh, you got that little job, ain't nothing little about it. I'm making like bands, like, don't belittle anything that you think could be big. That's what I'm trying to say. So like I have experience doing this thing. It might not be the best experience, but it's still experience. So like, let me do more, like that's all I'm saying. But yeah. Yep. Wait, hold on. Where am I in chat? Okay, okay, here we go. I'm over. Oh, wait, already read that. I would never give up on you, Bumbo. Thank you. I appreciate that, Bumbo. Most of the people do it for you. They will let you take your time. Say less. I finished growing up at grade 8, which is why I'm so short. LOL. Dang, Twilight sucked. Crazy. I think it's just me and you. LOL. Wild. I'm here too. Uh. Oh snap! You're right. I guess we dropped viewers. It says 2 people are here, so true, true, true. It says 2 people are here, so yeah. I was ranting about stuff. We reached the 3 hour mark, so Char says I'll keep it 100. I've been on rail this whole time. That's fair. I get you. I get you. Like, hey, you do what you do, man. Do what you do. But I just okay, I just want to say one final message, and I think I'll end the stream because it's been 3 hours or so. So take what you want from this, and if I skipped to the end of the stream just to see like, oh, what was my last thing I said, after like ranting for like 3 hours and whatever, let me just say a few things. A few things. Okay, so what would be a good thing to start with? 2023, an actual year of learning. An actual year of learning. You can't say that about every year. Like, yes, you learn something new every day, but not every year, if that makes sense. Like, you can learn a mini thing, like nothing major, but something still is something like you learned. But 2023, this whole year, I have learned a lot. You might not remember everything, and that's fine. But if something stuck with you this entire year, you know what it is. And just know that'll affect you for the rest of our lives. The rest of our lives. It might not be the same experience next time, but you experienced it. So you can hate it, you can be miserable, but you experienced it. You can be happy about it and like with reflecting on it, sure, just like I am currently doing right now, but I'm still miserable. So hopefully where you are right now, you're not as miserable. You could be just as miserable or even worse, but 2023 was a lesson you've learned or you are learning. Uh Keep moving forward, like Meet the Robinsons. Um don't say you can't. I can understand if you won't, but at least try. Um you you're very strong even though you don't feel strong. Like you feel weak all the time, and that's fair. But just know you're stronger than you think, and you always will be stronger than you think. There's nothing you can't really handle, if that makes sense. I don't like how I sound so wise right now, cuz I'm not, but I'm sure you're wiser than you think as well. I'm sure you're going to be wiser the more you continue to live. So, with that being said, goodbye 2023. Goodbye to the current youth that you have. And hello to new chapters. Hello to new experiences. Hello to new time. Hello to new connections. Hello to new people. Hello to new feelings. Hello to new changes. Hello to everything new. You can't reject everything new because new happens no matter what. Change happens no matter what. So just live. That's all I have to say to you. Live. And whatever that means in your time, I'm sure is an experience. But just know I technically am here with you in that experience because I'm a part of you and I always will be. I always will be. So I love you and I mean that. I do love you because what do you have if you can't love yourself? I know I don't say it all the time, but I do love you. So if that's what you needed to hear, I'm glad you heard it. And know I meant it. So this is going to be cheesy, but cheers to the future. Okay, that was for me. That was for me, y'all. So like, if you took anything from that, I seriously hope like you talk to yourself and stuff like that. But that was for me. Like I wasn't like when I said I love you. If you think I love you, but I was mainly talking to myself. Like seriously, like if I ever have a message and I come back and I'm like, yeah, what was I saying at the end of this stream? That was for me. Like of course, I want to reflect on like the whole stream. I'm sure I'll like skip through it. Like, not every single minute of this stream is important, but if there's key points, I hope that's one of them. Like, I look back on, and like, it wasn't even like I won that whole entire speech, but hopefully, the words reached me or whoever it needed to. But yeah. Yeah. Message to future Bumbo. Life goes on. Exactly. Thank you for a wonderful year of streams, great moments, and lovely memories with you and all our friends. Thank you, Bumbo, for being such an amazing role model and friend. No, thank you. Agreed. This was your year, or this was the year I met Bumbo and y'all, for real. You've gone through a lot this year, but you've preserved, and you're amazing. You're an amazing person. I'm thankful that you're in my life. Thank you guys, like, seriously. Remember, Bumbo, none of us are here to watch each other. We are here to share the love for your channel. Thank you. Marcus says, yo, back. I played GD and failed miserably. Dang, rip. GG stands for Geometry Dash. Oh, Geometry Dash. Nice. Isn't there like a new update? That's what's up. That's what's up. Bumbo God, Bumbo him. Imagine. Cheers, dreamers. That's what's up. Bumbo that guy, Bumbo goat. All right, cool. Thanks, y'all. Thank you for being here for that. So, your boy is going to end the stream. That way, it has a good like impression, and like, I'm very grateful you guys are here. Thank you for just listening to me talk and like ramble. I thought I was gonna be playing like a game maybe halfway through, but like, you guys just wanted to, not wanted to, but like, you guys didn't mind hearing me talk. That's the part I really appreciate. Like, you guys didn't mind, so thank you. So yeah. Uh, I'm gonna be ending the stream. Cheers to next year. I guess I can thank 2023 for the experience. Uh, cause it was. So yeah. Are you going to kick? Probably not tonight. It's already 11:30. Actually, yeah, probably not tonight. Maybe tomorrow though. You're probably like, what do you said you weren't gonna stream tomorrow. I might stream for like an hour or two. Do like a kick stream on there. See what I'm feeling. We can play whatever. That way, it's not anything serious, and like, I can stop whenever I want. Like, yes, I am going to be reflecting, but like, if I ever feel like I'm alone and I'm like, too deep in my thoughts, then I can use that as a distraction. So I'll probably do that. So maybe tomorrow on Kick, if you guys want to go follow me. If you guys want to go follow me on Kick, it's Bumbo_game. It's kick.com/Bumbo_game, or Bumbo-game. Bumbo, like the dash, not like slash or whatever. It's the dash. Bumbo-game on Kick. But my username is Bumbo_game. So if you guys want to find me on there, you can just search me up too. So yeah, thank you guys again. Really means a lot. Next gaming stream on here. I don't know what we're going to play on here, but again, I have my Switch, I have my second monitor, so if you guys are ever in the mood for like Roblox, or if you want me to pick up something, like if you want to see me try something, I'm down. Like, I just let me know, okay? Please. Like, if you do not let me know, then I'll never know, because I'm always asking, what should I play? What should I do this? And then, like, I never know. I never know what I'm feeling. But at the same time, like, when you guys were like, oh, play Roblox, and then you guys told me to play Blox Fruit, that was a great experience. Like, I never expected to play Blox Fruit, and it was like fun, and I was like, bro, this is grinding, I'm doing this, and then, stuff happens. So like, that was cool. So, just let me know, y'all. Next year. Oh, that's funny. Cheers, Bumbo. We love you. See you guys next year. Yes, for real. Jam says, cheers, Bumbo. See you. Yo, yo, yo. Maria says, hi, Roblox. Maybe Blox Fruit. For sure, for sure. Fortnite. Ooh. Yo, you should play Fortnite. Ooh. We can actually cook. Ooh. No way, you said Fortnite. Ooh. Crazy. I'm level 1,400, about to go to C3. Say less. I'm still on C2, so that's, pretty cool. Anyway, y'all, thank you again for listening to your boy talk for so long, and like rant, and like connecting with me as a person. Thank you for connecting with me as a person. So, and I hope we can do that maybe one day without like a screen, get like a picture together. Like, you know, like I that would be amazing. So again, what people take from this stream, I would really like to see, you know, like through clips or like timestamps or anything like that. You know, just let me know. You can tag me, put at Bumbo_game, you know, in your description or your title. You know, like make shorts, make clips, make videos. Do what you have to. I would love to see them. It would mean so much to me because that means everything I've said or you know everything you felt was impactful. Again, like it'll mean more to me than it does right now, if that makes sense. So yeah, for sure, for sure. 2023 kind of sucked, but hey, just gotta keep on living. True. Also got Sharkman Karate. If say less. Thanks for the smiles. See you next year, Bumbo. All right. Thank you all. Yeah. I love you all. Thank you so much for watching. And I hope to see you guys in the next stream or video or whatever. Okay? All right. Love you all. Bye. Hold on, I gotta get my end screen up.